Hello everyone and welcome to the RxOliver channel. I'm David, also known as Belgian Scribe, and I'm here today with a bunch of lovely players. I'm here with Dave, Sarah,
Hello.
Dustin, and Martin. So today we won't be playing with Oliver, but we'll be here to provide you entertainment nonetheless. Guys, you'll have a chance to introduce your characters once we actually start. But is there something else you want to say? For example, your links are all down below in the description. Mine's also in the video. Do you want to promote something before we start? I'll look at Dave first.
No, other than the link that's in the channel, I think it's on there, my YouTube channel, Dave's RPG. And you can find me regularly here on RxOliver's channel as well.
How about you, Sarah?
Yep, same. That's my main link right below, Heavy Metal Sarah. Pretty much everywhere on socials, and I'm usually here on RxOliver's game channel. Yep.
Dustin?
So check out StarCitySavages.net or go on our drive-thru page to find the Drowned War. And if you want to see what the Drowned War is, go into RxOliver's channel and look up the playlist Carnival of Ink.
Okay, and finally, Martin?
Yeah, if you want to, I DM too, so if you want to DM in like silly roleplay things with my games, you can see my links below. There you go, but you have to pay me, obviously, because I'm poor.
Well, same for me. I'm also DMing on Start Playing, both Fallout and D&D, so if you're looking forward to that, go ahead and press the link. Now, let's get started with this one-shot called The Wreck of the Silverhand. Across the Moonshae Isles, something is stirring. Ancient evils, long sealed away, began awakening beneath the island. The Moonwells, once pure and eternal, now stand in peril, their waters threatened by a creeping darkness that never should have returned. To answer this call, the bards of the Broadleaf Lodge have sent invitations across the land, not to the mighty, but to those with potential. You're among those chosen. Your band, still unproven but capable, has spent the recent weeks aiding scattered communities, earning respect, if not yet renown. Then one day, a courier arrived, a letter sealed in royal wax, and it bears the mark of High King Kendrick. And I'm going to reveal the letter to you guys. Show players. You should all be able to see the letter now, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. Brave souls, a matter of grave importance has come to my attention. A vessel of the folk, small in coin yet priceless in heritage, has vanished en route to Rogersheim. Its cargo is of deep cultural significance to my house and to the unity of these isles. I ask that you travel north and uncover the fate of this ship. Seek out Jarl Olsvein, who rules in Rogersheim and owes fealty to the crown. His knowledge of the northern waters and his warriors may aid your search. Time is not our ally. What was lost must be found. Signed, Derrit Kendrick, High King of the Folk and the Norlanders of the Moonshae Isles. Now, you've spent a few days aboard a ship, cutting through the cold northern waters. The wind bites, the waves roll heavy against your ship, and eventually you hear a sound coming from the ship. Land! Through the mist-jagged cliffs rises the town known as Rogersheim, and we're going to that scene right now. Okay, who would walk out of the ship first and onto the decks of Rogersheim port? Actually, let's roll initiative for that.
Oh, already.
Yeah, just to see who walks off first.
Okay.
Who's the
Okay.
fastest?
Nice.
There's no combat encounter.
Oh, you can't roll initiative if there's no combat encounter?
Oh, is that what?
You can do it from D&D Beyond if you want to, or just
Okay.
roll a D20 and see who gets.
Oops,
Okay,
I think
yeah,
I may
that's
have rolled twice. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, so we can't roll initiative from this? Oh no, you can. I found it. It says yeah. There you go. I found it.
Okay, so Sarah, you rolled twice. I see.
Yeah, on accident, but my first one was a 5.
Okay. So, turns out that Balrog is the fastest to walk off the ship.
Big
Dave,
boy.
go ahead and explain your character to the audience.
Okay, so my character is called Balrog, and he is an half orc barbarian, and he grew up as what we would call a bare knuckle fighter, just fighting in the pits, and he earned a bit of a reputation and got the nickname the Butcher. But
Okay.
one night something changed in him, and he became sort of a nomad and went wandering looking for adventure.
Okay. Next up, all around, I'm just going to quickly show a picture to everyone. You should be able to see it now.
Ooh.
Next up, we have. Let's see who rolled. Vincent. Vincent Shetty is the next character.
Vincent comes from a long line of noble elven paladins. We've got rules that we gotta go by. You know, it's the natural order of things. And if nobody reads, nobody knows the rules. So how can we honestly enforce these rules if everybody's illiterate? So Vincent's taken it upon himself to carry the written word forward to all of these people so that they too can develop the ability to read and understand. He's from the Order of Kabish.
Okay, and I'm going to quickly pop Vincent's character up for everyone. There we go.
Very handsome.
Next up, we have 2 5s, but I always say ladies first. So Sarah,
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead.
Okay. All right. So we've got Moldova Scully, which is a wood elf ranger. A little bit of a sketchy background. With some criminal activity, maybe some spying, but her skills came in use. Not nefarious or anything. A little rough around the edges, but you know,
Okay.
nice enough to get along. Ready for some adventure and maybe get out of the criminal world.
Okay, perfect. And finally, we have Martin's character, who is called Grizzly.
Well, his full title is Grizzly Rupert Ruxman, after all the famous bears, but he goes by Gur, because that's his initials. So you can call him
Okay.
Gur. And he runs off the little, I guess, we're on a ship, we're coming off a ship, right?
Yeah,
I
you're
guess
coming
it's
off
like
a
little
ship.
plank
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah.
there's a plank.
He comes running.
A big plank
Yeah,
for
he
you,
comes running
probably.
off. Yeah, he's huge. Well, he's only small and as well. He's a small size. Yeah, he comes running off like a little puppy, going barking. Yeah, he is a basically he's a construct. He's a teddy bear, but he's kind of like creepy. Like he kind of smells a bit meaty and like meat and maybe like fake strawberries. And he looks like he's been like. Yeah, maybe savaged by a dog or something. He's kind of pasted together, as you can see on the picture, with like random things. He's kind of cute, but in a creepy way. And yeah, he's a bard. Gepetin is his race, and his role is he wants to be a real bear because he's only a teddy bear, and his mission is to become a real bear, like real bear.
Okay. Well, I've never heard of a Gepetin before, so I welcome it. So you guys arrive on the docks of Rogersheim, and it's a typical Nordic village. Very cold, wind. The people over there are very fair in terms of hair color. It's either red or blonde mostly. They're mostly wearing furs, and they're highly dependent upon fishing and lumberjacking. So you arrive on the docks, and you notice that there's only a little commotion. There aren't too many people. You hear some arguing another part of the docks, and there's a guard walking towards you as you guys arrive. State your business in Rogersheim.
Looking for now.
I just glare at him, but in a cute way.
Vincent is gonna pull out the letter from the king, and it's like, "We come from a land down under, with word of order. We're looking for Jarl Overson, under direct guidance of the king." Can you read this?
I'm afraid I've never been taught to read, but I do recognize that.
Oh! Right in my wounded heart! My good man! Take this little pamphlet. It's the A's, the B's, and the C's. This
So
will
you're
help
giving
you.
him a pamphlet to help him read.
Yes.
He looks over at you and at the pamphlet, and you get a feeling that he's feeling a little bit offended, but he accepts it anyway. And he continues, as I was planning to say, I do recognize this.
I turn the page of
symbol.
the book over and point to B and say, "That's I'm in this book. I'm under B for bear," and there's a picture of a bear for the last.
Oh, I do know a bear. I've killed a few already in my life. So
well,
that's the B for bear. Okay. What business have you with the Jarl anyway?
Very important bear business that we cannot discuss with non-bears.
It's a matter of great cultural importance and diplomatic issues.
I see. And what are your names, if I may ask?
I'm Vincent Chetty of the Order of Gabish, which in my native tongue means understand. And these are my friends. I would tell you their names, but I kind of figured maybe that'd be stepping on some toes, and I'm not the kind of guy to step on toes, no sir. Grandma Chetty taught me how to two-step, not what to see.
Okay, he looks over at the other guys. So he looks over at the bear, at Moldova, and Vincent. No, not Vincent. Balrog. And he especially
Right.
gives Balrog a little up and down look, because he looks pretty threatening. You're not here to cause trouble, are you?
No trouble.
Oh no.
What's your name then?
Balrog. I just sort of
Easy name.
put the battle
A
on
name with
battle axe,
strength.
just resting on my shoulder.
He seems to be appreciating that and respecting that as he changes his view to Moldova.
Oh, and I'm Moldova. No trouble here.
Mhm.
None at all.
And what are you supposed to be? As he looks over at Grizzly.
It's like, I mean, what are you supposed to be, like a human? So you don't look like one.
Well, I am
How's
a
it
human.
feel?
but
How's it feel? How's it feel? Yeah, it's not nice, is it?
I'm just saying I've never seen your kind before. Are you like a fae or something?
No, I'm a bear. I'm just special bear.
A very special bear, yes. I don't see you adorning any walls here in the houses.
I mean, I usually hide in wardrobes and stuff, but that's like a hobby, so sometimes under beds, sometimes under beds.
I see. As long as you do none of that lollygagging in the Jarl's home, it'll be fine. So, I suppose you'll be wanting in this
Do you have lollies?
lollies. No,
Yeah.
no lollygag. No loitering around
Oh.
in the Jarl's house like that. No hiding in the closets in his home. Are we clear?
Okay. I mean, you shouldn't offer people of my age sugary treats at your age. It's kind of a bit weird, but I'll let you off this time. I won't report you to the proper people as long as you let us in. So let us through now, okay? See you later. I'll stop walking past you, wherever we're supposed to be going.
And he calls out, "Don't you folks need an escort?" or will you find your own way in the
Oh.
town?
I would greatly appreciate an escort. That's
Yeah.
very kind of you. If you are you coming with us? Are you gonna call somebody? Or like,
No, I'll
do
be
we
coming
leave
with
here?
you. I'll be
All
coming
right,
with
let's
you, no problem.
let's do this. You know what? The great thing about that is I can actually start you on your ABCs while we move on up there. There's a song, you know. It's a
Yeah,
great
cannot wait.
song. It's a
It's a
classic.
good song. It's pretty catchy.
Do you guys want to observe the docks before we move on? Like, are you just focused on the guard, or are you doing like trying to?
I'll have
get-
as
I'll look-
this
I'll look around.
conversations, as it's going on, I'll have a sniff around and see what's
Okay.
going
Everyone who's having a look around may roll me a perception check. Gonna be a difficulty 15. Oh, that's a net 20. So first net 20 of the evening.
on. Oh, I got a dirty 20. There you go.
Hey, there
Okay.
you go.
Nice.
We'll take it.
Right, so Balrog, as you start looking around, you notice that there's a very strange, like, consistency in the water. Like there's an oil spill or something all around the water. And Moldova, as you start looking around, you also notice the oil spin as everyone else. But you also notice that these two people over there, they're talking, and the man is trying to hide something underneath his fur cloak.
Ooh.
And you notice that his hands seems to be like rusted metal.
Oh. Oh my. Okay.
And the guard starts
Hmm.
moving off, expecting you folks to follow.
I rolled an insight check because I just want to see if he's honest or not, and I got a
Oh.
20.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I'm just
He's
seeing
honest.
if he's like, okay, I'm like he's not like taking up to our death. Like,
He's a bit disturbed by everything you said about closets and everything, but other than that, he's honest.
and
Just
he's
before
like,
we,
he's like,
A little weirded
I'll
out
put
about
my
that.
hand- I'm gonna put my teddy bear hand to hold this because I want to really creep him out. Because I presume he's like 6 feet. So I'm gonna put my little teddy bear hand.
He moved
up,
his
like,
hand a bit closer upon the shaft of his axe, making sure you can't reach him.
I'm
And
gonna hold
he
his
isn't
pant leg. I'm holding his pant leg, man, so it looks even worse.
okay. By the way, he isn't entirely honest. He wasn't honest about one thing. He isn't going to read that pamphlet or
Oh.
try to read that pamphlet.
Oh.
That's the only thing he wasn't going to be honest
Look,
about.
that's just mean.
Oh, well.
Okay, I'm gonna like nudge who's next to me. I'm gonna nudge Balrog, and then who is was this Dustin? Dustin, what was
Dustin.
your name?
Vincent Chetty.
Vincent,
yeah.
thank you. I feel like, did you guys see that guy across the waterway here hiding stuff under his cloak?
You mean
Notice
like
that?
smuggling?
It kind of looks like it. I mean, that's what I would be doing. Tucking it under my big heavy cloak. It's strange.
Well, I've walked off because I want to ask the guard about this stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Got my eyes
Okay.
on those two over there.
So, as you walk through the town up towards the Jarl's longhouse, are there any more questions you want to ask him?
Yeah, why is the water funny colour?
Yeah.
Oh, we aren't sure ourselves, actually.
Oh.
The only issue is, well, a lot of the fish have been dying because of it. That's why there isn't that much activity in the city. Many of the fisher folks never actually head out anymore because there's nothing to catch. And the markets have nothing to sell either. Some folks call it the rusting, but that's what they call it. I don't really care what they call it, as long as there's still food and meat in my belly.
Rustic. Huh.
And you are led through the town, which appears to be, well, there's still activity. You can notice inside of the buildings there's activity, but there isn't a lot of activity on the street because most of the people, as the guard made clear, aren't able to work because of this contagion. And you arrive in the Jarl's Hall, and that's where the guard leaves you. Do you
Interesting.
announce
What's
your...
the guard's name? What's the
We're
what's
here.
the guard's name? Just in case we need. What's his name before, in case we need it?
Ulfgar?
Alfgar. Okay. I'm calling him Alfgar. In case anyone asks.
And you are being led inside of the longhouse, where there is a man in his mid-40s, dressed in very beautiful furs with some nice jewelry, a thick beard. While he looks like a nobleman, he's also looked like a man who has been through a lot of battles in the past. And he's flanked by 2 guards. And he looks over at you guys as you enter. You enter the halls of Jarl Ulfsven. What can I do for you?
Then he's gonna like give a polite bow. It's like, Jarl Olsen, it is a great honor to be here with you. And he's gonna pull out the letter and he's gonna present it. It's like, the good king has sent us to help out with a specific issue involving a disappearing ship. You know, something nobody knows about, but we're here to figure it out for you.
Accepts the letter, and luckily this guy can read, so he gives it a quick look, and he looks over at you. So the king has decided to send mercenaries now to do the work, huh?
Noble warriors, but yeah.
Well, you're in luck. One of our scouts has actually reported a beached ship a bit further north of the coast. About a day's walk, perhaps.
So, Jarl, I gotta tell you, as a paladin, part of my whole shindig is seeing when there's some issues going on, and I noticed there's something happening down there on the docks, people calling it the rust and what.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we handle this thing with the ship quick enough, we could see about helping you out with that and moving along the problems with a bada bing and a bada boom and getting things fixed up around here.
Well, I am not one to turn down aid when it comes to the rusting, especially because it is, well, affecting the livelihood of my people here. However, this problem is not simply in my town. As mail and missives and couriers have told me, it is a contagion spread all across the Moonshae Isles, it seems, but only contained to certain areas, and it continues spreading and spreading. And you may all roll a nature check. Okay. So, Moldova,
Well,
once again...
sounds pretty good.
Yeah, in your travels, you might have heard about something similar, like the rusting, only under different names. And as you have been traveling around the Moonshaes, you may have noticed that it usually happens closer to human settlements and less in nature itself.
Okay. All right, and I'm going to share this information. I've noticed that this is around all the settlements and not so much out in the natural world.
And the Jarl waves that away. Simple superstition.
Oh.
It is probably something that the druids would say to prevent us from making a livelihood here in nature. If they were up to it, if they were to decide for our people, we wouldn't be fishing, we wouldn't be cutting down trees, and we'd all starve to death in the freezing cold. Wherever this disease is, it will be up across the entire island, and not just near human settlements, I assure you.
Interesting. We'll have to look into that.
And I'll
So-
let
What
it
I've
says that
seen.
he might Our letter says that you'll give us some help as well, right? I just read the letter, and it says you can aid us with some warriors. So
Yeah.
can you
Well-
help us out with some bodyguards and stuff? It's what the letter says from the king.
It does. And
Uh-huh.
he looks over at you. I suppose I can offer you food for the journey, and perhaps one of our guards to escort you to the shipwreck.
Okay.
Will that satisfy you?
Well, I'm kind of as you can see, I'm kind of like he like whispers it. I'm like he says bear loud, but he says teddy bear really quiet. He's like, I don't really need food, so like maybe I could have like a horse or a donkey or something, or a goat, like a big goat, to like transport, because hard work. I've only got little legs, and
You got little
One of
legs.
his feet up. Said, look at this, my little legs. Look at all these big gangly people.
I'll put
tiny little
you
bear.
on my shoulder.
And the Jarl
Alright.
claps his hands. Exactly, I was just going to suggest that. One of your companions could carry you. You look like something I'll give my daughter when she goes to sleep. And she's able to carry you.
It's like how old's your daughter? Perfect. And scores up the orc.
My daughter is 8, and she's already killed her first bear.
Yeah, I've already killed a few kids. Look at me.
Hey,
I'll kill
yeah,
again.
Grr, you're not helping your case here. I'm
No
just
trouble,
loose
bear.
lip.
No trouble.
You
So-
you,
oh,
you
I mean,
should definitely
just a little-
pass this on to
just a
your
little-
attorney,
Like, I mean,
Omerta.
I'll be like, oh, I'm only joking. I'm just a little bit. This is just like bear comedy. It's like I'm a bard, by the way. That's what I do.
I am
Like,
afraid
I'm
I've
a-
never heard of bear comedy before.
It's very fun. I specialize in very vocal. What's it called? I forgot what it is. Mime. He's a very loud mime because I
Oh,
found out it's
okay.
impossible to do mime and be a bard according to D&D. So he is a mime by profession, but he has to make
Okay.
noise because that's how the game works.
Yeah, that's how the game works. And
Yep.
the Jarl smacks his fist against the throne and he yells out, Ulfgar! And the guard you guys met at the docks wanders back into the longhouse. You are to escort these people to the wreck of the Silverhand. Will you be able to do that? Of course, my Jarl. I'll do that. Anything else you need? I've given you food, a guard to watch over you. Make sure you survive here in these lands.
Your compassion and generosity is something that we're grateful for, most noble Jarl.
It is good that not one knows the proper way to honor a Jarl. I look forward to also see your worth in battle someday.
Oh, I look forward to making a good impression.
Good. If there is nothing else, I suppose you should leave with Ulfgar as soon as possible.
All right, come on, Ollie. Let's go. We got a little bit more of that alphabet to practice.
And Ulfgar, he sighs deeply as he's clearly not looking forward to this day-long journey to the shipwreck. We're going to the world map then. And Ulfgar tells you guys that there are 2 ways to actually reach the reported wreck of the Silverhand, which is over here. You can either continue following the coastline, which is safer, or you can go straight to the forest, which will be faster.
Group vote. I say forest, but
If
I mean, can
if
any
you
of us,
go
like,
by the
assess
coast-
this can we assess the situation with like skills? Like if we'd know about the coast being dangerous or the forest being dangerous with like a roll or something?
Well, Ulfgar tells you that the forest is definitely going to be more dangerous than the coastline. Now, the coastline will be 30 miles, which
Okay.
I don't use miles in real life, but I would translate to a day's worth of walking. While if you go through the forest, it's going to be 20 miles.
Well, we do
Wait,
have a ranger.
13 miles versus 20?
30.
30,
I
30.
think, 30.
Oh, 30, I'm
30
sorry.
or-
Yeah.
30 or 20.
20 is still a, 20 is still a fair slog.
Yes,
Mhm.
it is. Through the forest. It may be. And what if we get hung up too, you know?
Well, we're looking for
Beasties.
a wrecked ship, right? So
Hmm.
chances are good if we take another ship, we might end up in the same wreck the old one was in.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're looking for a ship, and I've never seen a ship in a forest that could successfully make it back to water. Don't ask me about the story there, it's too long.
Coast.
Sure.
That's walking along the coast.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll get some sun as well.
Well, there isn't much
Coast.
sun in these areas, but you'll
You know,
definitely,
it's the
definitely
beach.
get
It's
some...
the beach.
It's the
still
beach.
the
Yeah. It's
beach.
gonna be a lovely beach.
My guy's
And-
got blue skin, so it's anything.
At what point
Refreshing.
do you want to make camp? Like, once you've got 15 miles, 20 miles, at what point would you like to make camp?
I mean,
If you are
how many hours of daylight do we have? I think we'd want to camp before it went
Oh yeah,
There-
how much?
dark at least. Yeah.
Let's say you still have like 7 to 6 hours of daylight left, because we're in the north over here.
I don't think we should be moving without daylight.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't
Travel
think so.
out. and-
Whenever, however.
Okay.
So you're probably going to be traveling 6 mile an hour.
Mhm.
You could probably do. I don't know. I don't know what the terrain's like either. So
Yeah, it's very rugged terrain. So at a beach, it's mostly going to be rock, like a
Yeah.
rocky beach terrain, and the forest is going to be pine forests, all going up and down the entire time.
do a 10-mile hike and then
Yeah, 10
And then
miles.
rest.
Yeah.
10-mile and camp.
Okay.
I don't know if it's helpful or not, but it says I have I'm particularly familiar with coast areas.
Okay.
So,
You're in the lead.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, so it says for
You can take the lead then.
while traveling an hour or more in my favorite terrain, the group doesn't slow us. The terrain doesn't slow us down. We can't get lost except by magical means.
Okay.
If you're engaged in another activity like foraging, navigating, or tracking, we still are aware of danger. If we forage, I find twice as much more food. And then if we track
Okay.
other creatures, we know where they are. Okay.
Sounds good. Well, in that case, you may do a survival roll.
Okay.
And because of your skills, it isn't going to have to be a high one.
Okay. The other ones were good, so hopefully this one will translate.
If it's a 1, you drown into seawater.
No!
Just fall into
I
a
just
puddle
slip
and
and
drown.
fall. Oh, did it not go? Oh, my bad. There it goes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's
Only got one.
so
Okay.
you. Oh, you rolled twice again. I'm just going to quickly delete that one.
Sorry.
No problem at all. Okay, so you move through the coastline at a relatively good ease, a good pace, no issues at all, no accidents along the way. All of you notice that occasionally you find dead fish across the coastline.
Ooh, that's
Until-
not good.
About halfway through the coastline, you hold on, I'm gonna find the right map. You come across the corpse of a whale.
We gotta investigate this.
So I'm just gonna add you guys
Aw.
over here. So there's dead fish everywhere, and there's a dead whale. And I'm also going to be adding our good friends over here, Ulfgar.
Hmm.
So there's a dead corpse of a beached whale over there.
I think we should ask Ulfgar. It's like, Ulfgar, look at this. What is this? What's
What is
going
this?
on here?
You have never met a leviathan before?
No. No, actually.
They are, well, they are huge fish. Whales, they're called. And, well, my people also take pride in hunting them down, eating them. They provide oil for fires as well.
I don't think this looks like your people did this. This looks like something else.
No, this one came out here to die. They can't live if they are not in the water. And he pokes the corpse with his axe.
No.
See? Very dead.
I was gonna say, it's,
I want it to explode.
I've got nothing to. I want to intimidate. I want to. I was going to say intimidate. Then I want to investigate the corpse and see if there's anything
Okay.
strange on it. But I've got nothing really. But I'll give it a go.
You may do a nature check.
Nature. Okay, where are you? There we go. Needs to be a good one. Oh shit, that's not good.
Oh,
And I've got a -1 on nature as well.
Oh god.
oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I'm just. I don't know. I'm just a big whale. Big whale.
Well, you start investigating the corpse of the whale, and you notice that it starts floating a little bit.
Mhm.
Back away. I
I'll
was
step
like,
back.
step back, guys.
And Ulfgar, he... Actually, I'm going to roll a perception check for him if he actually notices you guys say that he needs to back away.
Poor Elfgar. He's gonna be so mad at us.
Oh dear.
Oh no, he doesn't notice and he continues poking the corpse with his axe as the body of the whale continues bloating, and suddenly it explodes into
Oh no!
bits and pieces of innards and whatever else is inside of there, and there's nothing left of Ulfgar but his shoes.
We lost Elfgar.
Oh, the Jarl's gonna be
No.
so mad.
Oh.
No more guard.
No more guide. Like, we don't have a local.
We know where we're going.
Yeah, but I mean the customs. You know, the customs.
Ah.
Forget about it.
Complete also, who's gonna believe us that a fucking whale exploded and took him out? Like, really? That's like the shittest lie ever.
Hey,
Okay, I got a story
hey,
for
it's
ya.
not a lie. He went up there and poked it. Like,
You can't poke a whale on a beach.
And
That's 101.
technically, he was slain by a leviathan.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
not- it's
We just
not
gotta get
He
our
would like to be
stories
remembered
straight
by
for the
that.
Jarl.
We
He would like to
definitely
be
gotta
remembered
get a
going
story
down in
straight.
battle against the Leviathan.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree that the most important thing about this is that I loot his body for anything of value while you guys do a prep.
Well, there's
still
so
boots.
stuff.
There's still boots.
Well, it might be in like a tree or something. Go look for it.
You could wear his boots.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
technically turn them into armor.
I mean, his great
Yeah, I
axe might
mean-
still be somewhere around. That would have
Okay,
survived.
I'm gonna
but-
I'm gonna roll for investigation, see if I can find any of his stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he might have something. Okay, hold on.
You may roll an investigation, sure.
see. Oh, 18.
Okay,
Go.
you find his axe like
Mm-hmm.
all the way up the rocks. It blew away and it's up there on the rocks.
Okay.
And you also find his helmet with his head still inside of it.
Nice.
Be like, oh, cool. Be like, everyone look at this. And I'm going to pretend I'm a ventriloquist because I'm a bard. I'm like, hey, guys, watch
Oh my
this. And it's like, oh, I'm Alfger. I can't read. Haha, I'm so funny.
Roll a performance.
My impression of him.
Roll a performance for that.
Stop.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oh god, it's trying to make me roll religion randomly. No, I want persuasion. Oh, it's a performance, sorry. Oh no, it's the wrong one anyway. It's
Okay,
performance, sorry. Make it-
You're in
sorry,
luck,
yeah, it
because that was the
performance.
one, right?
Oh! I got a 20 for the
Okay.
performance. It's not the
There we go.
persuasion.
You make a surprisingly good ventriloquist with a dismembered head.
Mhm.
Surprisingly enough.
Yep.
I feel like you've done this
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Like he's done this before, yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna keep this in case anyone that asks about him, like a wife or something. I'm gonna put his head in my bag.
Was all that was left of him after the ordeal with the Leviathan.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
plus, if we found like a friendly cleric who can cast that spell that makes people come back to life, he can back us up and go, oh yeah, these guys were cool, and the whale explodes, and they were like, oh, we thought you were lying, but now we know that you're not, so that's why I'm going to take his head. That's why I'm justifying taking someone's head.
Thinking
All
ahead.
that's left
You're
of
thinking
him
ahead, Martin. I like that.
is just the
Yeah.
head. If we resurrect
write
him,
that
does
down
he
in
get
my
this
file.
tiny little body with stubbly arms?
So like Bear.
I mean, we can make
Like
him
Grizzly.
one. We could make him. We could like connect his head to another app. So you think we should maybe kill a monkey and then attach the monkey body with the and then yeah, I think agree. That's what he said. So we'll do that.
Moldova, can you find a monkey?
Yeah, you
There are
got it,
no
there must
monkeys
be,
in
like,
this
There are
area.
monkeys around here? I don't know.
There are no monkeys
What about
around here.
what about gibbons? Monkeys or gibbons?
No,
'Cause they're
no
different.
monkeys.
Oh,
Nothing
oh,
at all like that.
okay, fair enough.
Right.
Okay,
fair enough.
do you guys
Alright.
venture onwards along the coastline?
Mhm.
Well, yeah, we know where to
Yeah,
go.
Away from that.
Yeah,
Okay, so
and is
I
it how many hours till it goes dark as well? Are we closing
Um,
into darkness time?
yeah, I don't use miles in my real life, so I have to look that up. You wandered 10 miles, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
this 10 miles? Yeah.
10
Oh,
miles.
yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah. And you
It
said
would have
about 6
taken you
hours,
just
3
right?
4 hours, so
Okay. I'm
that's
just
what
thinking that
Google tells me.
I don't know if we should be that close to the ocean if whales are exploding. We might want to go a little bit inland to camp. A little bit. When we decide to camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but with the ocean still in
Yeah, but not
hearing distance.
like,
and-
right
the
next to it in
the
case
rocks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever we would measure the whale detonation zone is. So I don't know, like
Well,
You
the
know,
whale
we're seeing-
detonation zone wasn't that large because only Ulfgar got blown up and you guys didn't.
True.
oh okay, so okay, fair enough. So
But there's very little of Ulfgar left, so you should be careful if they do detonate.
yeah. No rescuing whales.
Then we're going into the forest as you guys make camp over there.
Yep.
I'm just going to quickly change to a forest map for that. And as you move deeper into the forest, you may all roll a nature check. Yeah, another nature check for this.
go, I got a 21.
I wasn't that great that time.
Some people
Ooh,
got
nice roll.
19s.
Okay,
Heavens.
so Grizzly and Vincent, you notice that the rusting which you beheld in Rogersheim is also spreading throughout this forest, only a little bit, so not a lot, but still a little bit. You notice that some of the trees, a part of the bark has like turned into a rusted kind of metal, and if you were to hit it, it would feel like metal. It wouldn't feel like bark anymore.
So
Interesting.
I have druid craft,
Okay.
and I also have some other powers. No, that's speak with animal, but druidcraft is a cantrip. Can I use that to sort of understand what's happening here?
Well, I think Druidcraft is like just making a flower appear and everything. I'm just going to quickly look up the cantrip.
I mean, I can speak with plants, but it's a high level spell. But if
Yeah.
you think it'll help, I could cast that.
Well, so Druidcraft, it allows you to make like a little flower blossom, a seed pod open, a leaf bud bloom. It's pretty much an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect. So you can't really do anything with
Could
that.
I cause a plant to bloom from the tree, and then since Martin has speak with plants, he actually asks what happened to it?
Okay. That
Is that a
would
possibility?
work. That would work, but
Hey, there you go.
the
That's
end,
cool.
the trees
Yeah.
are already planted, so we could just talk with the trees as well.
Okay, I'm happy with that. But I'm happy if he wants to pump in the energy, because I'm scared they're all dead. So if he wants to give them like a little
Okay.
boost,
Yeah, give him a
won't
little
be a bad
boost.
thing.
All right, so it's a cantrip, so
Okay, so you use your Druidcraft on one of the trees, right?
mm-hmm.
And a little twig emerges from the trees, and it looks like half metal, half wood.
I'm gonna
Right.
cast my spell, which lasts 10 minutes.
And you are able to hear all the plants in what direction? In what radius?
Sorry. So this is slightly different. So I can't. It says you imbue plants within 30 feet of you with limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you. So they can talk to us, I guess. Oh, with me. So they can all
Okay.
talk to me, and they can follow simple commands. You can question plants about events in the spells area within the past day, gaining information about creatures that have passed, weather, and other circumstances.
Okay. So the moment you cast a spell, you are being overwhelmed by screams, by
Oh no.
sounds of pain as they're all hurting due to this affliction. It hurts! End it, please! Help us!
I was like, okay, it's like calm down, okay. Like, you only got 10 minutes, so who would like to speak on behalf of your people?
And they all start speaking through each other.
And they look around and see if there's like a big twig.
A big twig.
They're like, come on, like, because they collect. Yeah, like, well, yeah, I'll find the biggest twig and I'll be like, so, what happened? Like, what caused you to be so strange?
Okay, you find a twig, but a big twig, and it's like, it hurts me. It hurts me. What you want to ask me?
Well, like, is it like an animal or a person that did this, or like, you know, like you didn't wake up like this?
It's in the ground, in the
It's in the
soil.
ground.
Okay.
They came with
I mean,
axes, and they all
you-
start yelling out, "Axes, axes! Cut down some of us! End the
Oh.
corruption! The ground!" And they
So,
continue
like, do
chanting
they look like
to ground
people?
axes.
Like,
People.
so they look like people.
Axes.
People. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm like, it also says I can make them kind of move a little bit. So I'm like, can you guys, if it's in the ground, can you like move your roots so we can see? Like, is there something like a stone in the ground, or like
Okay.
all the soil or something?
One of the trees tries to move, and you notice that only the parts which are still wooden are able to move. As the tree attempts to move, it suddenly cracks into two, and
Okay.
comes crashing down, leaving only the metal parts stuck in the ground.
Yikes.
And they all start chanting, "Do not
Oh,
move! It hurts us!"
So it looks like you guys are turning into metal.
Yeah.
But like, do you think this is like? Did you see any like druids? Did you see any like people like with no shoes on and, you know,
Not for a long time.
chanting, dancing around, something like those type of
I want-
people?
Long
Okay.
ago they
So
were
not
here,
druids.
I
but
wonder
no
who came with
longer.
axes.
From
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna get Afgar's headlight. Did they look like this guy, but obviously with a body?
and they all
Yeah.
start
Like this guy.
yelling out,
But like,
"Yes,
Well,
they came
Okay.
with axes, axes."
Okay.
Sarah, didn't you
then
see
did have an
someone
axe.
at the town that had
Yeah.
something
So
under
there
his
was
cloak?
there was a guy there hiding something under his cloak, and he was all rusty on his hand.
mm,
And they look like these dudes.
They
That
live
piece of-
here for
that piece of
very
metal
long.
that was snapped off the tree. Can I pick that up?
Well, the
Or is it,
tree
is it
broke
stuck in the ground?
the tree broke into two, so the wooden part tried to move up, as Martin's character asked him to, but the metal part is still stuck in the soil and just completely cracked, breaking in
It
two.
just snapped off.
Yeah, it just snapped off.
Can I grab that?
You want to try and grab one of the metal pieces.
Mhm.
Okay, you may roll me an athletics check for that.
I want to go ahead. I have the cantrip resistance. I want to go ahead.
Not
And-
20
Hey, hey.
with a +6 bonus as well.
Okay, and wait, Dustin, you wanted to cast resistance?
I wanted to. I was going to try and back him up so he wouldn't get infected by.
Oh.
Okay,
I'm
resistance cantrip. Hold on, just quickly looking it up. Okay, because you start pulling at the metal and you manage to crack off a piece of the rust. Now, you will need to roll a Constitution saving throw, but because of Dustin's resistance, you may add a D4.
Like, can we figure out what this is?
Well, I got a 20 anyway, so
Nice.
does that do
Okay.
it?
Yeah, absolutely. You managed to pull off a piece of metal from the tree, and it actually just feels like rusted metal that's been laying in water for too long and started rusting. But you don't cut yourself or anything. It's perfect. It's just a piece of metal, nothing else.
I'll put that in my
Didn't
little pack.
the other king leader guy was talking about druids and how they're crummy and that if they were in charge, they'd have like this. So it doesn't sound like he might have done this on purpose.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what would be beneficial of all of this rust?
Metal over well, maybe it's like so they can turn it back into metal, or clear the land, like for like a hotel, like and put casinos and shit, like you know, whatever they want to do. But
Whale
seems
adventures,
weird that
maybe?
he's
Viking casino.
Yeah. Yeah. So, he did say something about druids and stuff that now sticks in my head as being weird. That he
Well, because I knew that I've seen this in villages, but not in the forest. But he was very insistent. Yeah, because it's spreading where people have been, and they've been out in the forest apparently, spreading something.
Well, if the people are spreading it.
Wonder if
I don't think that the druids would be spreading this because they pretty much worship the trees. They're all about, hey,
Yeah, nature.
They'd be
and
horrified
the
right
land
now.
and yeah.
This is awful to
Yeah.
see.
And the
Even
plant said they've not seen
bad
druids.
druids.
The plant said that. Yeah, the plant said they've not seen druid-looking people for a while too. So.
Right,
They've
right.
seen people with axes recently, so I'm wondering
Okay.
whether someone knows more than they've let on. But unfortunately, we've only got the head. Has anyone? You can't talk to a head with undead speaking, can you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
speak with the dead. I don't think
Yeah,
everyone
that
has,
would-
anyone has that.
No one's got it. But
I've not got it.
Okay. So
I
you
would
guys are
not be
going
in
to make
favor of that.
you guys are going to make camp in the forest, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Describe
Oh,
to
yeah,
me
can
how
I ask
you
the
would...
plants? I'll be like, hi,
Yeah.
I asked the plant, was like, just before my spell, I was like, where would be the best place to camp that's slightly not as dangerous? And I'll tell them about the exploding whale and tell them that we will help them if they
Yeah, we're here to
make
help.
sure no one attacks us. Yeah.
And one of the trees would describe you a little area 5 minutes further ahead with a nice stream and very peaceful and quiet where you're pretty much shut off from most of the elements because there's a small cave underneath the rocks.
Ooh, sweet. I will
Okay.
say goodbye to the plant. What's our plant? What's the main plant friend's name so we can honor him?
The one who cracked in two.
Oh, so what do we call him? Crackhead?
Oh no no,
Crack tree?
you're asking the name of the one that died now, or are you?
Well, yeah, yeah. I always thought it's nice to
Okay.
have a name so we can honor them.
Let's call him Warkney.
I like it.
Knee. Okay. Okay.
Okay. And with that, your
Okay.
spell seems to end, and you guys are walking towards the area where you can make camp. How would you go about making your camp? So you have a bunch of rocks, which allow you some shelter from the elements. What else would you?
roll out the bedroll that I've got and
Yeah, roll out the bed
Wow.
rolls.
light
Okay.
the torch, stick it in the ground so it's constantly over?
Do you have a
lighting
torch
up
of
the
your
area.
own? Yeah.
Yep,
I've got a
Okay.
torch too and a bedroll. Yep.
I've got 10
Okay.
of them actually.
Okay, perfect. So you just stick some torches inside of the soil and let...
Yeah, just to give the glow that this
Yeah.
area is occupied.
What else would you do to prepare your camp, or is that gonna be it?
Are we going to take watch? Are we going to do
Yeah.
a watch sort of?
I mean, I don't need.
shift.
I don't need to sleep, but it's more that I have to like not move for a bit, like so my eyes will be open, but yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't need to
believe
sleep
that.
either. I just meditate, so.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
actually
well, we
Balrog is the only one who needs some sleep, and after everyone
yeah.
else meditates.
And that's it.
Okay, well,
I'll
I'm
just
gonna,
curl up and
I'm gonna pick.
You can
I'm gonna
sleep
pick him, like,
soundly.
like you big loser having to sleep. That's so not macho. It's like I'm gonna
So-
raw dog this sleep thing. Never sleep because I'm a big bear.
Who is going to take first watch? I believe. Well, Martin's just going to keep watch the entire night, right?
I mean, I think it just means that like I have to stand motionless, so I don't think I
Okay.
can be surprised. But I also think something could still creep up on us, if you know what I mean. It
Okay.
just means that because I can't really
Yeah.
move. So yeah.
Okay. As you stand motionless, you may roll a perception check.
Oh, I rolled on the wrong thing. Hold on. There you go.
Okay, that's
Oh,
pretty
nice.
good.
18.
Now, even though you are a construct and you aren't, well, used to nature like a mortal being would, you do notice one strange thing about the forest, that there's absolutely no sound at night. No animals, no owls or anything. There's just no sound at all, and the night goes by pretty swiftly, and before you know it, it's actually morning once more.
Right.
And even in the morning, you aren't greeted by the humming of birds or anything. It's just quiet, like there's nothing alive anymore.
Everything's dead.
Did we hear like birds and insects when we first left the town, like the first part of the forest or the coast, or because we saw the
No.
whale, which was alive, but then it was dead.
No, the
So
whale
we've not
was
really
already
seen
dead.
any-
It was a corpse.
It was already dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we've not written. Oh, I might be a bit worried if we've not seen any creatures really.
And the
since...
fish have been all dead. Like,
Yep. So we've not seen any living creatures or insects or birds.
Not yet.
okay, not yet. Oh gosh. Okay.
I don't tell anyone because I want to be the cutest animal in all the land. No, of course I tell everyone.
You are the cutest of them all.
Yep. / only. Eliminate the competition.
So you guys head back to the coastline after breaking up camp? Okay.
I guess we've all had a long rest.
Yeah, you've all had a long rest, so your spell slots are restored if you needed
Yeah,
to
I got my spell back.
heal, but I don't believe anyone did. Now it's gonna
I
be
didn't use anything.
5 to 6 more hours to actually reach the wreck of the ship if you go by the coast, or you can cut it to 3 hours if you just move through the forest.
But it's like
So-
early morning, yeah.
Yeah, it's early morning.
Okay.
I'm tempted with the forest because of what we've seen with the trees.
And we haven't
no
heard
animals and
anything.
stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's no animals, but
And I guess even through the forest now, we probably make it because we're halfway. We'd make it before it went dark again. I would imagine.
Yeah.
yeah. It's still early. Yeah.
A
I'm down.
bear. You could be the best animal
Yeah.
in the forest.
So
I
I
love
call
it. I love
you
it.
bear, by the way. I don't call you Gur. Bear.
Okay, you got me bear.
I'm
I
a
like how-
barbarian.
I'm gonna have that on like all my I don't know resumes or something. But I'll have like the asterisk, and it says best animal in the island. But then underneath it says all animals are currently dead. But that's got a little asterisk. So yeah, he says by default, but no one reads the little asterisk.
So you guys are moving through the forest, right? Or are you going to the coastline? Forest?
No, I think it's
Yeah, the
I think
forest
it's a
is
good idea.
good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
We have a ranger with us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The
And-
forest is great. I was about to tell. I was trying to look for it to put in the chat, but I also have. If we do get in a little trouble, I've got a spell that pass without a trace. So I
Okay,
can
great.
stealth us as
Nice.
well. Like that's always an option.
So
Should be-
That's that because we is also elves.
Yeah.
you guys manage to move through the forest without any difficulty at all, and you arrive at the wreck of the Silverhand. And
Like a
you
wild
notice
Ooh.
that the ship has been beached against the coast, and the crew members seem to be shambling on the deck. And with that, I
Ooh.
suppose we'll take a small halftime break before we move on.
Nice.
Why they look like that?
You look a little bit Cthulhu-y, that's all I'm saying. A little bit.
Always fish people.
Oh,
You
it's
look
always
like
fish
around the
people.
gills.
Okay, and we're back. So, you guys arrive at the wreck of the Silverhand, and you notice that there's a bunch of figures shambling on top of the wreck. And, well, you may all roll me a perception check.
Oh, Lordy. Ooh, nice. Look at us.
Okay. So, Vincent, Balrog, and Grizzly, you notice that these are undead corpses. So they've all been bloated because of the seawater. And they're not dressed like the Nordlanders you've met so far. They're dressed like another great people of the Moonshae Isles, which are the folk, which is another type of human. While the Nordlanders are more Viking Viking-like. The folk are more like, well, the Britons in ancient days, as you would say. And you notice that this ship has been beach-wrecked, and there's 6 crew members shambling on top of the deck.
Zombies.
So they haven't noticed you yet. What would you like to do?
I know what I want to do.
I think I'm in agreement. We have come to the conclusion that they need to be thrown out of this mortal realm as violently as possible.
Yeah, I concur.
So let's see. I got spells because I'm a paladin.
I'm glad they're undead. Yeah, that's my
Okay.
favorite enemy.
Oh, great.
I'm really
What's
good
that
at
do
killing this,
against favorite
apparently.
enemy?
Whoa, hey, just quick word of warning there, friends and family. Remember, things that get bloated like the Leviathan can explode, so be on the lookout.
You know what? That's smart.
Maybe we try and take them out from a distance and see what happens, eh?
I like that.
Okay, Sarah, I just looked up favorite enemy. If you have a favorite enemy, you just got an advantage on wisdom checks to track them. But it isn't like
Nice.
you get additional damage or anything on them.
Yeah, and it should. I think that's already calculated in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so is there someone who wants to sneak closer or engage an attack before these zombies do notice you?
Yeah. What should we do?
Me,
Thank you.
I would
Okay.
run forwards.
Oh.
Balrog runs in. You aren't even going to be sneaky about it, right?
I mean, I've got loads of spells. I can go invisible.
I'm a barbarian, man.
I can do some.
if
He wants to run in there.
well,
No, I'm
Balrog
going to run
just
forward
ran in.
to about there, because I've got 40
Okay.
feet of travel, and I'm going to chuck...
Huh?
I've got a javelin, which I'm going to chuck at this one.
Okay, to be fast
Okay.
enough and without being noticed, I'm going to have you roll an athletics check. And if you succeed, you'll attack with advantage because you're fast enough before they notice you, and you'll surprise one if you succeed.
Ooh.
Oh, get in.
Hey.
Not-
very
Well,
nice.
Not-
Yeah, absolutely. You run towards wherever you want to run.
So 40, I think, is about there. Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh. Let me...
I'm going to move you over there. And you may roll your attack with advantage before we initiate combat.
So that one was a 15
Yeah.
and a 16. Mm.
Mm.
16 do it?
That does it. Well, the 15 also does it, so
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
go ahead and roll your damage.
5 plus 3, which is 8.
Okay, great.
Very nice.
8. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to roll initiative.
Again, I got 21. Oh, gosh.
Oh, wait, you rolled, but you didn't roll in the combat screen. If you go to on the right side, you have the combat encounters, and you should be able to roll for your character. Sarah?
Oh, okay. I didn't do that.
Oh, no,
Oh.
you
Did
did. You're
I
in
did, I did.
order. Sarah, you'll have to
Second
roll
line.
again in the combat encounter on the right.
Oh, did I not do it right? Oh. Sorry, which button do I push in here?
So if
I
you-
rolled
right
initiative
of your
from
from the character sheet.
Oh, on the character sheet. Okay.
Yeah, if you look at the right, you've got like chat messages, combat encounters, scenes, actors. If you go to
Yes.
combat encounters, you should be able to roll for your character.
Oop, oop.
Does that work, or should I? Yeah,
There,
there
yeah,
we go.
Okay, so
Perfect.
I rolled it from Beyond.
Okay. First off,
Ooh, the
it's
noise.
Grizzly.
Okay. I'm gonna do some magic. Well, I don't think we're gonna be friends with them, are we? So that's not gonna be a situation. But they don't like. Oh, this is good. I bet they don't like thunder. So what am I gonna get? I can move 30
A little thunder.
feet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some thunder waves. So, everything around. So I'm pretty sure if I count the cubes right, because I don't know how to measure on this without making problems. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can move 30 feet.
Yeah, it's 25 today.
Yeah. And then my spell range for thunder wave is.
I believe it's 15 feet or 15 feet, but it can originate from you
yeah,
at any point.
Yeah, so I can do a 15-foot cube. So I guess I've tried to get wherever I could maybe get 2 of them in, but I don't know if I can get that close because are they? Oh no, some of them are only 10. Oh no, they're all 10 feet apart, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can bring me a cube up, but I don't think I'll be able to get more than 1 of them in, right?
Exactly.
Okay, I'll do a different spell. Oh, unless I can do this one. What's this? Blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to do this because it's funny, because I wanted to use this spell. So, I'm going to use my 2nd level hangover spell for the one that is the one to the furthest left. And I need to be. How close do I need to be? I need to. Yeah. So if I move 30 feet, and then they can be 30 feet away, and then they need to do
A Constitution
a
saving
Constitution.
throw, I see.
Yeah. Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so hangover. You emit a drunken aura that washes
Yep.
30 feet, and it's just one creature.
Yeah, I can only pick 1, but they need to be within range of me. So
Okay, perfect.
yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead and move, and tell me which one you want to target.
Okay. Oh wait, it's not letting me move easily. Nope, it's not letting me move. But if someone can move me, because I'm not very good on moving on this.
Where do you want to move?
Yeah. Just so I can be in range with this one.
Okay,
The
can you
one-
walk 30
this
feet
one.
or 25 because you're small?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just checking. No, you can
yeah.
walk 30 feet, it seems. Okay. So
Yeah,
over
I'm
here?
pretty. Yeah, even though I'm. Yeah. So just so I'm within range of one of them to do the spell. Yeah.
Okay,
and
I'm gonna
then,
move you over here.
Yep. And then they need to do the save.
Yeah, and which one do you want to hit?
Just the one that's closest to me, so the one that's like 10
Just one.
feet away.
Okay,
is
I'm
fine.
going to let you do
Yeah.
a Constitution saving throw. There we go.
Okay, what do you got?
That's an 8. Probably not going to beat your spell save DC.
Oh yeah, he needed to feed of 14, so he takes 3d8 psychic damage, and
Okay,
he
you
has
may
the
roll your
poison
3d8.
condition. And he's poisoned if he can be. I don't know if he can be poisoned. Poison condition, not the damage. I don't think this made there. And the target has disadvantage on Constitution saving throws. It makes to maintain concentration as a result of this damage, but I would imagine that's probably not doing it. So, right, let me do the 3d8.
Okay.
And let me see if I can figure out how to roll from the sheet. Let's have a look. Oh, maybe I can't. Let me see what it says. Oh, let's see. Oh. Oh, okay.
Me.
I've not used this system before, but it is letting me, I think, do it. So let's cast the spell.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, now you need to press damage.
Right. Ooh.
Okay, so that's a 13,
Sure.
and
And it's
it's
psychic damage, yeah.
Yeah,
Makes any
but it
difference.
isn't being poisoned because it's an undead.
Boo.
However, this one is bloodied.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Next up, it's the ghoul's turn, and the one, unless you want to do something else
Right.
with your turn.
Oh yeah, quickly let me just see if I've got a bonus action. But
Yeah, I believe you
that
do.
is- yeah. What have I got? Can I? Because it's a cantrip. Can I use my finger gun spell? That's a cantrip just to cast it. I don't know if that's
I've
allowed.
never heard of that cantrip before, but
It's
but
it
sure.
turns my hands into a finger gun, but I can't use it on this turn. On the next turn, you can shoot people with your hands, but it's
Pretty
not.
funny.
Oh,
It's like shillelagh
okay.
or something. Yeah, it's like a So you see me like blow on my little paws, but that's it. Nothing else happens.
Which book
That's
does
my
this
turn.
come from? I've never heard of it before.
It's really fun. It's from Valdis Spies of Secrets. That's where the teddy bear's from, and it's got some cool, fun spells, but they're not too overpowered. That's where the Hangover one's from. So highly
Okay, that's
recommend
cool.
for DMs and players. They're fun spells, but they're not crazy overpowered.
While we're on the subject of recommendations, by the way, this amazing map has been made by ForgottenAdventures.net. So if you want good D&D maps, always go ahead and check them out. Anyway, next up is the ghoul which you just attacked, and he stumbles off the deck towards you, and he's going to make an icy bite attack.
Chomp.
Yeah, I'm not that. I'm a bit squishy.
Why isn't it? Yeah, that's an attack roll. There we go. 13. That doesn't hit, I suppose.
Or
does it? Yeah, it does.
Meets it because I.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So he's
Let me
going
see.
to bite
do
you.
it. I'm gonna see if I've got him react.
There we go. So that's 5. Hold on. 5 plus 2 frost damage.
Okay, so frost and what's the other damage?
Piercing, I believe. Hold on,
Oh,
let me
okay.
check.
So 10
Oh, no,
total.
It's just full cold damage, it seems.
Oh, okay. So just cold damage and 10 total.
Yeah, 10 total.
Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna waste my reaction on that. Just
Oh no, it
yet.
was just a 5. It was just 5 damage.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, let's.
So I
see.
rolled a 1, a 2,
Points.
plus 2, so it's 5. 5 cold damage. But
Nice, done.
he can
No,
go
no,
again.
that's-
He can attack twice.
Fine. No, I'm happy. Oh, okay, fair enough.
There we go. And that's a 17, so that hits again.
Okay.
And this time it's 7 damage.
Okay. Again, fair enough. I could take it.
But
for
that's
now.
its turn. And next up, it's
okay.
gonna be the one at the back. And he can also move 30 feet, so it's gonna...
Oops.
Just out
Okay,
of curiosity, David, can I ask a question?
sure.
Do we need to be targeting the tokens, or does that matter? If you
no,
highlight
that
the
doesn't
tar-
matter. I do
doesn't
it
matter.
automatically, yeah.
Perfect.
So-
No worries.
He moves towards Balrog, and he's also going to sink his icy teeth into his body.
He's gonna try. He's gonna succeed on that one.
That does it. And I'll just see if the second one hits before I roll the damage. Second one doesn't
does
hit,
not.
right? Okay,
No.
so it just once. There we go. You take 9 frost damage. Well, cold damage, I believe. Yeah, cold.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm.
Next up, it's Moldova.
Okay. Thought I was gonna do this cool spike growth spell, but it says creatures that can't see the area at the time the spell is cast, but they can see the area. So I don't think that would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I may just, and I can attack twice, right? As long as I use my
Yep.
attack. Okay. Let me just pop off some arrows.
Don't forget your hunter's mark. As a ranger.
Well, I know I was looking at that, but like, should I save it? I don't know. Can I?
I think this is-
Can I
think
swap
this is the
it?
battle.
Yeah, if you use a hunter's mark, as long as you are concentrated, you can swap it between.
So if one dies, I can change it
Yeah,
to another.
exactly. As
Okay,
long as you
'cause it
don't
lasts
lose
for an hour.
concentration. As long as you don't
Okay.
lose concentration, it works. Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. Then okay, that answers my question. Then yeah, let me cast that. Okay, I'm trying to do it from here, so from Foundry. Cast spell. Did I do it right? Okay.
Yep. And which one are you targeting?
Who's doing the most biting right now?
Well, the teddy has been bitten a lot.
My little teddy bear. Okay, let me target this guy, the one that's biting the bear. Can't bite the teddy bear.
And he's taking
So-
damage as well, so you could maybe kill it because he's taking
Okay.
damage.
All right, so I'm gonna shoot my arrow at him.
Okay, so he's got a hunter's mark. There we go.
Okay, perfect.
Go ahead and roll for the arrow.
I just gotta do it from here. Okay. Roll the hit. See.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your
Okay.
damage with an additional d6 because of your hunter's mark.
Okay. Oh yeah, and an additional. Did it already put the
Nice.
d6 on there?
I don't believe it did. Hold on. So you rolled an 8, I believe, or a 7.
It's give piercing
Yeah,
damage of 11. It says.
7,
Okay.
and your dex modifier was included, so you
Okay.
also need to roll a d6.
Okay, there it goes. My fingers spazzed and it hit the button anyway, so.
It's not appearing on the screen yet. You can always press a d6 in the Foundry chat. Like at the bottom.
Is
there's
this
a
still the
D6.
slide? Oh, I see it down there. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's weird. It looks like I thought it rolled. There we go.
Okay, so that's a 14 damage. And tell me, how do you finish this ghoul?
Oh, I just beautifully whip out this bow and arrow and just, with the skilled practice of doing this in my sleep or meditation, just let it fly. Little Teddy just watches it go, dunk, just right through the ghoul's top of his head and just out the front of his mouth.
The
No more
corpse
chomping on Teddy.
crumbles down on the ground. And that's the end of the sailor's life. You used a bonus action, you used your major action, so I suppose that's everything for you this turn.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can do a second attack.
Okay, let me shoot a bow at someone else. Let's go for this guy. Getting Balrog.
Not for me.
Yeah.
I said,
Or do you
watch
want to
out for me?
watch out? Okay, I won't hit you. I won't hit you.
Okay.
I just figure out how to do it from Boundary.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, nearly got a crit.
And now just roll your damage. Plus your d6.
Oh.
Nice.
Eh.
So you rolled. For some reason, your d8 didn't appear. How much did you get?
Oh, It says 12.
12. It was.
12. Oh yeah, 12 plus 6. So 18 damage, and this one is also bloodied. And that's gonna be your turn.
All right.
Next up is Balrog.
Oh, can I help her out? I want to use my reaction to use accelerate, so I can basically make the damage a little bit more.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
What's to say? This spell accepts that you'll decelerate an attack. The instant. Oh, it's up to you unless you want to think. It says the instant before it strikes, lessening or multiplying its force. So I guess I should have done it before, but it's up to you if you allow me to do it or not.
I'm going
Yeah.
to allow it.
So it's up to David.
Yeah, I'm going
Oh,
to
thank
allow
you.
it.
I'm gonna let Sarah do it. So I'm gonna accelerate it. So Sarah, roll 2d6 damage, and hopefully that'll
Okay.
be enough to kill it.
Oops. A 2d6. Okay, let's see.
Mhm.
How do I make it a 2?
If you just click the button, if you're on
Oh.
the foundry, just click it twice and it'll.
Mhm.
That's it. There you go.
Okay, that does it. Another one by
Yeah. Nice
50%.
assist.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, it's another good spell. And that's from the same book. Sorry. Yeah, I'll just
Yes.
mark off that I've done it. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Spell slot done. Reaction done.
Perfect. Next up, it's Balrog's turn.
All right, I'm just going to run over to this one, and we're going to attack with the great axe.
Sure.
Ten. I'm assuming that's a miss, but I do get 2 attacks.
Yeah, that's a
as
miss.
part of my, I think it's the class.
Yeah, I believe from level 5 you can attack twice as a barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we'll try again. Oh, here we go. All the 15.
That does it.
Ah. There we go. All right.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Uh-huh. And that's 8
8.
damage.
Okay. There we go.
And
It's
that's
still
it.
alive.
That's it for my turn. Yeah.
Next up, it's the ghoul's turn. And first, this one is going to attack you. Twice, once again going for an icy bite. So that's the first. That's a 19. That's probably going to hit. And the second is a 16.
Is that attacking me?
Both.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Okay.
attacking you. Well, he's
Yeah.
attacking you. So I'm going to roll your damage twice. You take
13.
Yeah. Okay. So you take 5 and 8 damage, so 13.
Mhm.
Next up, the ghouls down here. This one is going to rush towards Teddy. This
No.
one's 2, 3,
No.
6. One's going to move over here. 6. And one's going to move over here. This one is also going for 2 icy bites on Teddy. 9 and a
No
22.
misses. Yeah, 22 will hit.
Oh.
Oh. 9 damage.
9 damage.
Okay.
9 ice damage.
Teddy.
Cold damage.
Teddy's not looking great.
Poor Teddy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's nearly. No, he is on half his hit points.
But that's the
Uh-huh.
ghoul's turn. Next up is Vincent Shetty.
All right. Okay, so Vincent is from the old school, so he's gonna move down here, and he's gonna whip out his bada boom and whack this guy.
He's bada boom.
Bada
Yeah.
boom.
So, and other words, I'm going to take my long sword and I'm going to hit him. And what do I
Like it.
roll?
You just press your weapon, I believe.
Just press the weapon. Okay.
Yeah.
I really like how this is set up.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You're doing it from Foundry, Dustin.
Yeah, I am.
Just press the attack to see if you actually hit.
Where's the attack button?
Oh, in the
So
chat
we-
box.
In the chat box. Ah, I gotcha. All right. Oh, good gravy. All right. In the chat box.
Yeah, if you press attack, you'll make an attack roll.
All right, combat encounter. Actors.
Yeah, chat messages.
Chat messages. Attack. Gotcha. All right. Here we go.
That's not gonna hit, but you get 2 attacks, I believe.
All right. Then let's see if we can attack again.
Features.
Oops.
Yeah, extra attack. You get an extra attack. That one does hit.
Nice,
All right.
nice.
So now you may roll your damage.
All right. And I do that with the sword. Right?
Yep. And now instead of attack, you press damage.
Gotcha. In normal.
Okay, so that's an 8 damage. Now, as a paladin, you can always use when you succeed in an attack, you can add spell slots to turn it into a divine smite.
I would like to divine
Ooh.
smite this guy.
Okay, and since it's an undead, you can roll 3d8s instead of 2d8s if you cast it at level 1.
Dang.
Casting at level 1.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 3d8s.
Smite him, mighty smiter.
Mhm. All right, so let's see.
Paladins and smites are insane. I took
This
a lot
one's
of
crazy.
damage on Strat when I was playing a paladin, just
All
casting divine smite at level 6. Okay, those were just 2d8, so you may roll 1 more d8. Perfect. So that's a 9 plus 8. Okay, it isn't dead yet, but it's close.
Very nice.
Okay.
And that's, unless you want to use a bonus action for something, that's going to be your turn.
Let's see. Let's go. I have cantrips, right?
Yep.
I want to hit resistance on myself. So that way I can avoid their...
Resistance is an action, though, not a bonus action.
Okay. Well then. Guess...
I'm looking at your character sheet, and I don't think you have any additional actions. Well, bonus actions.
Right. Okay.
Unless you're doing the 2-weapon fighting thing.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
he's
have
got
to
greater weapon fighting, so additional damage on 2-handed weapons.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, it's back up to Grizzly.
Yeah, he's not happy. He's looking a bit less plushy. Yeah,
This guy is like definitely taken down a peg.
yeah, he's gonna be like, oh, that burrito did me in, because at least the stuffing's coming out.
I can come and heal you in just a minute.
Yeah, he's gonna skip
little.
over. He's gonna skip over to Scully, and then just with his normal movement, and then I can finally use the finger guns. So
Oh, yeah, finger guns.
yeah, so he like gets his little mitts out, and I'm gonna see. So yeah, let me see if this will work. So yeah, basically it turns it into a range. His hands are like a ranged weapon while the spell lasts. Just need to see. Here it is. So it's up on the screen for you guys.
Yep, finger
So
guns.
yeah, does it show me the attack?
You can use your spellcasting ability instead of dexterity for the attack roll of this weapon.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I can. Yeah, so I can roll the damage here, but I have to. I guess I'll have to roll the attack slightly
Yeah.
differently.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was just checking. So my. Let me check. What is it? My. Blah blah blah. Use my spell casting ability. Is. The attack's +6, or is it the ability? Oh, it says ability, so I've got a +3 to attack.
Yep.
Okay, so can I click the +3? No, I can't. So I guess I'll have to roll a d20 and add 3 to it. So, 13 to hit.
Yeah, it's 13. Yeah, that's
so-
gonna be
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
It hits.
Okay, and then I can roll the damage.
And which one are you hitting?
Yeah.
The one in front of you?
The one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I do 7 damage. Is he still alive?
You shoot him and he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, he healed for. No, that's not it.
Healed? I was like,
No,
what?
he didn't heal. He died.
Okay. 7 force damage. And bonus action. Oh, I might use my bonus action to help people. Maybe I'll do a bardic on someone. Who would
Okay.
let me just check. I will do a what can I do to help people? Yeah. Does anyone want a bardic inspiration for help? Anyone? Anyone need help?
You can use. I'll take it if you want, or.
There's not much else. Yeah, I can give one
This is
up. I
Balrog.
think. Okay. Yeah, Balrog. So you'll get. Yeah, he does his cool Mimax with the finger guns, and then you'll get your bardic inspiration. Yeah,
I love it.
he thinks hit me with your best shot and does a sexy dance, and then you get a D8 for your bardic.
Nice.
Okay. Next up, it's gonna be. Well, those two undead are dead, so it's gonna be Moldova.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna come down here by Gur. and I've got what's the spell called? Cure Wounds. I'll do what I can with that. Help you out.
Yay.
Okay, so you do a cure wound. Go ahead and roll your healing. Oh, and you need to touch someone. So you move next to Bear. I
Oh
suppose,
yeah.
usually?
How do I move myself?
You've got it still on measurement. If you go the top
Yeah.
left, there's like a little square.
Select
next to your-
tokens. Yeah.
That's it.
How do I click off of the measure?
Just
Yeah,
click select
I gave up.
tokens at the top.
I gave up on it.
It won't let me deselect like my token's selected, but I can't deselect. That's weird.
I'll drag you next to Bear in that case.
Sorry, that's weird. Yeah, it won't let me deselect the. I guess I always have to measure now. Like,
Yeah, it made me draw a crazy square, and I'm like, I'm not playing with you on a Sunday night. No, not for me.
that's weird.
Okay, and you heal Grizzly for
Oh.
8 HP.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Anything else you can do?
Yeah, I can do another action, so I can just shoot another arrow out.
No, I believe if you.
Or is that it?
Wait.
Oh
Is it
no,
the
it has
bonus
to be
attack?
attack. It has to be attack. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, Cure Wounds is an action, so you can't do another action. You
Yeah,
can still
yeah, that's
use your
my bad.
bonus action to replace your Hunter's Mark on another enemy.
Oh yeah, let's do that. Yeah. Can we put it on this guy? I don't know how to ping.
I know which one you mean.
Okay, that one.
There we go.
Okay. Sweet.
Okay, next up it's gonna be Balrog.
Yep. I'm gonna try for this one again. So we're gonna go with the great axe. Oh yes, critical. Beautiful.
Oh,
Perfect.
nice.
You get the D8, but I guess you don't need it, so you can keep it for fun.
Get the what?
Roll your critical damage.
The bardic, but you don't need it
Oh,
do you, for this. That's what, yeah.
The inspiration.
Ah, I'll save that.
You don't need
Can I-
it, so
can I
save
bank?
it.
Can I bank that? Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Uh,
bank
yeah.
it, I believe.
I think it's
Is
10
it-
minutes.
Leave it
Roll
for
damage
later.
twice, or just double damage? Did we say it's
Yep.
double damage in it? Yeah.
I'm
Nice.
not seeing the damage yet. It's an 8, right?
Yes.
Slashing
8, so
damage.
16.
Slashing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
16 slashing.
16.
You completely chop this ghoul in half.
I do. Excellent. And then I'm going to move up to this one.
Okay, great.
And we're going to do the same thing with the great axe.
It's knocking him out.
Say 22 with the
Ooh.
bonus.
That's gonna hit.
Oh, you son of a 4 damage on
4
that one.
damage.
Oh
Uh,
no.
But on the as a bonus action to finish, I'm gonna go into a rage as well.
Okay, that's
Ooh.
great.
Which
Rage.
activates on the next one.
Okay, perfect. Next up, it's the 2 undead, and this one, he turns to attack the raging barbarian. There we go. That's the
Bold
first
choice.
attack. That's the second attack,
Let's see if it pays
and
off.
both
Cody.
of them miss.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait.
No, one hits.
No, one hits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's
But-
9 cold damage, but because of your rage, it's probably gonna be less, right?
Well, it says whilst in a rage, I'm resistant to
Piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing. But it's cold
yes.
damage, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that counts then.
Yep.
It doesn't say anything about cold.
And this one crawls down from the ship, and he's going to attack our good friend Vincent.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Bite you twice. So an 18 and a
Oh,
21.
I'm gonna, because I've not used my reaction on this round, I don't think. Can I silvery barbs one of those?
Ooh.
What do you want to do with your reaction?
Yeah, you silvery barb, so you have to re-roll one of them.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll one of the attacks. Perfect.
And hopefully you get lower. If not-
Okay, one of them doesn't hit because your AC is an 18, right, Dustin?
Yes, that is correct.
Perfect. So
And
only
I will
one.
give him I'll give him the silvery barbs advantage to Dustin. So Dustin, you get a something that you get the number. You get a D. So you get advantage on your next attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, and you can save it for up to a minute.
All right.
Okay. But you
Okay.
do take 8 damage, Dustin.
8 damage. Okay. Go down here. Let's see. 52 minus 8.
And that's the undead's turn. Next up, it's Vincent's turn.
All right. So I think that's earned some bada boom. Let's see. All right. We're in the chat window. It says DC 10 concentration for some odd reason.
Are you using concentration for something? I don't believe you are.
I'm not. It's not giving me the option to attack like before.
Oh, it's your resistance.
Yeah?
which you used in the past.
Okay.
I'm going to break the concentration manually for you. Yeah. there you
Alright,
go.
cool. Alright, cool. How do I...
Remember, you
how
got
do I-
advantage. You got advantage, Justin, as well.
Yes, thank you.
Nice. Okay.
Alright, how do I roll for an attack now that it's not in the chat?
You go into your character sheet and press your
Okay.
weapon, and then it'll appear in the chat.
Gotcha. Inventory. Longsword.
I quite
Attack.
like the foundry mechanism for this game. It does a lot for you.
But yeah, that's what I was
23.
thinking. Oh, heck yeah.
Alright.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
Alright, and then damage.
Yep.
And just normal, right?
Yeah, unless you want to use a smite. Okay, so that's gonna be 6 damage.
Alright, let's use a smite.
Okay.
Smite him. It's fun to say.
Divine Smite is not
Smite.
available.
Might-
No available uses remaining.
That's the best to say, really.
Oh yeah. Try again.
Alright, so
Because for some reason didn't remove your spell slot, so I removed one manually for you. For you.
it says Divine Smite has no available spells remaining.
Oh.
Strange.
Alright.
I did it for you now.
Yes. It still says that I don't have any spell slots remaining. Should I just refresh?
Okay.
Yeah, perhaps.
Alright, refreshing.
But you can press the damage in the chat now because I activated the spell for you.
Okay. Damage.
And as you know, it's gonna be 3d8 because it's an undead.
Divine Smite. Okay, so normal public roll, situational bonus, plus 1d8.
Yep.
1d8. And normal. 12 plus
Well.
6.
Yep. It's
Nice.
still alive, but barely. Well, it's not alive anymore, but the corpse is still clinging somewhat to some
Oh, we
existence.
got a tough guy over here. Somebody wants to be a hard man, eh? I'll show you what a hard man looks like.
That's funny.
And I don't think you can do anything else. Wait, you can attack a second time, or did you miss the first?
I can attack.
You
a
can
second
attack.
time.
Yeah, you can attack a second time.
Ooh.
Alright,
Finish him.
da-da. Do I still get advantage or no advantage?
Just the first attack, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, so longsword, attack, normal.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
That's gonna
Okay.
hit. And so damage,
Yep.
normal.
That doesn't.
Five.
Tell me how you finish this one.
He hauls off, and I whack him a couple of times the night, and he growls at me, and then I do the whole, oh, you want to be a tough guy? Let me show you what a tough guy does. And I just take it across his neck and just cleave his head off.
Yes.
And then I kick it in the direction of the others, like, yeah, that's what you get.
I like that. A little intimidation.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So there's just one corpse left. That sadly doesn't have any awareness that it should flee at this point. So it's up to Grizzly.
Sure. Finger guns again.
Finger bang bang.
Yeah. So D20 for. Come on. Oh no, I don't want two. Oh, go away. It's being silly. Hold on. Just one. No, not -1. Oh, my computer's being silly. Go away. Just normal. Let's see if okay. Let's see if it'll roll. Roll. There we go. Oh, that's not very good.
That's not very
I don't
good
like
at
that. I don't like that, so I'm going to change it because what my feat is lucky, so I can use a luck point
Okay.
to re-roll.
Okay.
Well, not re-roll. I just get to roll another dice, and if it's better, then I can use it. Let me quickly check if I'm not lying. Let me look. There we go. Yeah, you have 3 luck points, blah, blah, blah. When you make an attack roll, ability check, blah, blah, blah. You can spend 1 1 to roll an additional d20 and you choose which dice to use. So I'm going to roll again and hope that it is better than what I just rolled.
That's good.
Come on. Oh, for fuck off. Okay, I guess the
Sorry,
three.
I shouldn't laugh.
I guess
Okay.
I guess the 3 sticks. All 3.
Well,
yeah.
It's probably not
Well,
going to
heavy.
happen, but that does mean that should you be attacked,
Mhm.
it's going to have advantage on you because you rolled a 1.
Yeah. Okay, let me see if we've got
Okay.
a bonus action to do anything with. Who's next? Who's next up in the combat?
Moldova.
I think I am.
Oh, okay. I'll give you Bardic just to make sure you can finish them off. So I'll
Okay.
just cry at you. I'm like, you better just make sure you get its head so I can add it to my
Get its
collection. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Next up, it's gonna be Moldova.
Same
Yeah,
thing.
the
I'm
D8.
just gonna get the hunter's mark.
Yep, it's already on the last one.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna shoot my longbow again.
Okay.
Seems to have done me good so far. And then I get bardic inspiration.
Yep,
Yeah. D8.
it's an additional D8 to hit.
Okay, to hit. Like if I
Not
need it.
that you needed it, but
Okay.
There
Okay,
you
so we
go.
hit, and then
it's your longbow plus an additional D6 thanks to your hunter's mark.
damage. And then a
That's
d6.
An 11.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, great. So that is 4 more damage. It's clinging to life, but barely.
I can shoot it twice, right?
You get to shoot it twice. Clinging to
Alright.
unlife at least.
See if I can hit it again. Oh,
You got the D8
That-
because you didn't use it on the first
That
one.
does
right?
it.
oh, it
Oh
hits.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay,
You've got the
okay.
D8 on it.
yeah, it hits. It hits.
Okay. And that, and a 1d6.
That finishes it.
Nice action.
You stand upon the field of victory. Yes, you have killed all these undead sailors. Their corpses still reeking of the ocean and bloated because of the salt water. And you notice that on the deck of the ship there's still a door which would lead you down into the cargo holds.
Okay.
As the waves continue to crash against the vessel of the Silverhand.
Before we go in, can I take a potion of healing?
Absolutely.
Can someone heal Teddy up?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
he's not-
can I do
he's
a...
not doing great.
Let me cure wounds for you.
Yeah, I think Teddy's point. Not 26 out of 39. So yeah, like a few more would help me in case anything else happens. So
Okay, there's
8.
8.
Go.
Nice. That's enough. That's enough. I can.
You're
deal
good?
with that.
Okay. I
Yeah,
got a
yeah.
couple I got a couple more in my pocket, so.
Nah, yeah,
Okay.
just save them in case something else happens.
Well, yeah, I'm just letting you. I got a couple more in there.
Does Dustin
uh,
need any? Dustin took a few points, right?
Oh yeah, do you need any
did.
healing?
Oh
I
Christ,
have-
these rolls are terrible.
Yes, actually, I can heal myself. Actually,
Okay.
well, no, I mean I could. I'm not turning you down. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying that
You could do both.
I mean,
Yeah.
The fact that you said I can heal myself and I'm not going to accept means that you did turn it down and do it yourself.
I don't wanna waste spells.
It's like, do you want my healing? It's like, no, I'll do it myself. I'm fine. I'm too cool. I'm a paladin.
Yeah. Well, how many spell slots do you have? Is what I'm asking.
I can do 2 more. Well, I've got 1 more first level and 2 second level, so I can got 3 more cure wounds, basically.
Okay. Let me see. I've got. Actually, you know what? I don't think I can heal myself. So would you kindly, please?
Oh no.
You did.
No, refuse him. He said no. No.
Yeah, let's see. Okay. Cast the spell. Let's see. Ugh, of course, it is the lowest ever. Where's your health at?
So that's 4, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, just 4.
So that will bring me up to 48. There we go.
Okay. Do we need another one? I got another one.
No, well, my max is 52, so
Okay.
Oh, you're close to.
yeah,
Close
I'm
to
pretty
the
close. I
top
feel
line,
like
yeah.
we would just be wasting
Okay.
your.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
I'll
save them.
just-
We'll save the last ones just in case.
Okay. So, will you guys descend into the cargo holds?
Well,
Mhm.
can I? Are we just gonna go down? Do we want to like
we
look
have a-
around? Can I use my
We have a short,
perception?
short
just, like-
rest.
Yeah.
Okay. You can take short rest.
Should we have a short rest before we go in? And then
Yeah.
look
Let's
around?
do it. Short
A
rest,
short
please.
rest.
If you press your character sheet, you're able to do a short rest manually, I believe.
Yeah, at the
Oh,
top, he's got
oh,
a
I can
picture of
see
a
it.
knife and
Yeah.
fork. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. It says I take a short rest 1 hour. That's kind of like a cat nap, really.
Oh, okay.
We roll this D10.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mine's a D12.
Oh, and I got 5 hit points back as well.
Oh, that's
Oh,
just
it's that
to get
one,
your
that
hit.
one's good.
That's just to get your hit points back. Oh, I don't.
Well, you might get something else, but yeah, I don't know. I might have got something else back. I've got my bardics back now, so that's cool. I think that's what it says on my sheet.
I don't think I got anything back. That's okay.
Yeah, you got hit. You got your hit points back. I think.
I didn't get hit.
Yay.
Oh, of course. Yeah, yeah. You should have
I
spell
was-
slots back as well. Did you get any spell slots? Or,
No.
or you'll need a long rest for them. Then.
Yeah, I think that's just only long rest. Yeah.
Only, I believe, warlocks should be able to get it back during a long
That
rest.
makes sense.
Yeah.
A short
I
rest,
got
I
my
mean.
bardics
short
back,
rest.
so that helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you guys descend into the
Yep.
ship.
No,
Mhm.
I'm not
Let's
going
do it.
first because I'm only little. I think someone
Okay,
who's a bit
we're
stealthy or
moving.
bigger than me.
To the next map, which is the interior of the Silverhand,
Let's go.
and I'm going to add your characters to the sheets. There we go. You notice. Second, lighting, weather effects. There we go. What am I missing? Grizzly. So, the ship, the wood's getting very soggy, and some of the floor appears to be covered in water that's been leaking into the ship, and the water is pitch black, as if it's oily. You notice as well a bunch of crates which read Alchemist Fire. And at the top of the ceiling, there's still a lantern hanging loosely by a thread. A burning lantern.
Oh.
Giving you some light in the ship at least.
Maybe we should take that down and put it out before the whole place goes up like a Roman candle.
Then how do
Got,
we see?
I've got dark vision.
I have actually as well.
Who's got dark
I'm
vision?
not- Let
I
me check.
do.
Tool web. Oh, I've got dark vision.
Oh.
We've all got dark vision.
Do we
Yeah,
all have
that's
dark
There you
vision?
go.
Yeah.
Snuff it out.
I do.
Snuff
Because
it
we're
out. Yeah.
elves.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
snuff out the the burning lantern.
Yeah, so that
Who's
the
doing
alchemist
it?
fire doesn't catch on fire.
Who's doing it?
I hate to be the one to say this, but let's send the bear.
I mean, I'm like the only like,
He's made of
possibly flat.
stepping.
No, I mean, I'm made of the thing. I'm happy to do that. Someone have to give me a boost up, though. I'm only little.
I'll hold you up, and you can do
Okay.
it.
We'll send the
Good
really
to
tall
roll.
guy and the really short guy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. You
Do we need to roll
manage.
anything to take it then?
You may roll a sleight of hand.
Okay.
Nervous.
Scroll down. Okay. I mean, my sleight of hand's alright. No, it's not.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I was like, oh, what? It's really hot, guys. I'm just gonna
Keep
smash it on the
still.
floor. It's too hot.
You still got the
This is a
finger
fun
gun.
game,
like-
guys. This is really fun.
My hands explode with the imaginary dynamite in my little paw.
I believe you still have the lucky perk, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I've still got a few lots. I think I might re-roll.
Let's use
Hold
that,
on.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it sounds the best point. For
I
that.
honestly didn't expect this would happen.
Okay, let's click it so you guys can see whatever.
If it's a 1 again,
There
it's
we
meant
go.
to be, guys.
Okay, lucky, usability, and then I get to re-roll the d20.
TPK.
Oh, I mean, it's better. That means it's not a fumble. It doesn't go well, but it doesn't go bad because it's 4
So
plus
it's
3.
6.
Yeah. Okay,
You
fair enough. Better.
still fumble a little bit, and the lantern comes crashing down, and one of these crates starts taking fire. Hold on, where's the fire symbol? There's no fire symbol.
Vinny's gonna run over there and start trying his best to put out the fire.
Can I?
Why
Because
are
I've
they
got.
all-
I'm alright with strength. Can I run over there, grab it, and run it outside?
Well, hold on. So, Vinny wants to stop the fire, and you want to run
the
out and
crate
grab
up,
it, right?
Pick the crate
Okay.
up, and take it outside.
I will help him pick up the crate. When I see what he's doing, I will help. I will get the other end and just sort of like guide it with him.
Okay. Bralrock, you may roll an athletics with advantage.
Let it with advantage. I'll need it. That's better.
Oh. There we go. There we go.
20.
Okay, that's perfect. So you run out with the crate. You're on the upper deck of the ship. What do you do?
Do we throw it over the side? I'm talking to
Yeah, toss it, toss it.
Vinny. Going over,
Yeah!
over into the.
Playing hot
Oceanside.
potato with this. Like,
Okay,
oh my gosh.
you succeed in throwing it away because you rolled a 20. It explodes in the ocean,
Mhm.
and both of you may roll a perception check.
Have we woke someone up? Oh, God. 9. Nice.
Vincent, you notice as soon as it explodes and the fire hits a part of the rocks near the beach,
Mhm.
the pieces of rock that have been hit by the impact of the explosion, they seem to be turning into metal and rust.
Well, okay.
Oh my gosh, this is the reason the rust is getting everybody. Let's grab another one of those crates and we'll carry it to the Jarl. We'll explain to him what happened.
Okay, so you want to take along a crate as you move
Or
back.
do we take one
I'm
crate?
going to remove one crate, though.
We just won't put any fire next to it.
I mean, and there's another door right over the other side of the room.
Yeah, there's still a few doors.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I'm keeping away from this fire situation. I want to go and see if I can look for
Can we
a
just
door.
pick up the crates and move them out? And then we're not worried about blowing up and getting turned into a tin man.
Just take them to the beach, put them on the. Just
Yeah.
while we do this, take them off this ship.
Put a
them on the
nice little
beach.
hat on them, give them a drink with an umbrella.
Enjoy your
Yeah, I'm
beach
leaving
view.
Yeah, I'm leaving you guys to do the heavy lifting after my fumble. I'm gonna stay in this room and look around.
How many boxes are left? 4?
There's 4 more that you can see.
I thought we could see. Okay. We can see.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do with the crates?
I'm with, yeah. I'm
You
with
gonna haul them
Balrog.
outside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're hauling them all outside?
hmm Here's my question. If,
Yep.
based off of what we know or could figure out, would setting them on fire, like with the alchemist fire, actually stop the rust, or would it make it worse?
You may roll an insight.
Yeah.
Well,
You have a feeling that the explosion definitely had something to do with it, but that's about it.
mm,
Just out of curiosity, the room that we're in, did you say has it got seawater on the floor?
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
bit of
really?
seawater at parts of the ship because the ship is
So
beach.
This has
submerged,
been like
shipwrecked, yeah,
leaking.
submerged a
Has
little
this
bit.
been like leaking out into the water then? Killing
That's
all the
what I'm
fish
thinking.
and whales?
yeah.
Can I inspect that crate for any damage or leakage before we start
Yeah.
moving?
Because all the other
Yeah,
wood
sure.
is soaked. Yeah.
Mm.
As you open one of the crates, you notice that some of the bottom alchemist fire bottles have actually been broken, and they have leaked into the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's affecting the wildlife by the look of it, and
Right,
Well, we
doing
definitely need to
Arcana.
get
seeping
these
into the
out.
soil as well.
Yeah, we
and then
definitely need to
there's
get these
trees.
out then.
Can we do
Wait
an
a
Arcana-
second.
Can I do an Arcana
Oh.
check to see if that's what we think it is?
Sure, you can do an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm gonna do well on it, but no, I'm not good at it. But let's see what happens. Yeah, no, I doubt it with a 9.
No, you have no idea.
Hard no. Hard no. I think we should at least get it out of the water.
Yeah, if
So
we
it's
get 'em
not
out of the
leaking
water,
anymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
it's
think
not
we should
leaking
at least
into the
do
water.
that. Yeah.
So, who's going to be lifting them up to the beach or wherever you? So, Balrog's going to
pretty-
do that.
I'm
Is he
pretty
going to be
strong.
the only one?
I'm pretty strong.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
so
really- I'm
Moldova's also.
crazy.
Vincent will be helping.
I'm crazy weak. I've got an 8 strength. I'm not doing any of it.
Okay, so Grizzly's the only one staying below decks, as the other ones are loading them the crates onto the coast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Grizzly, as you're alone there in the ship, you start hearing footsteps.
Ooh, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay,
Okay.
and so you're invisible, and you can see a skeleton walk into the room, and he's dressed in like a captain's outfit, but there's something peculiar about the skeleton. His bones are covered in rusted metal, and he's like, have been rats or something else. I swore I heard something. Well, I've captain's got to protect his ship. And he moves back towards the area where he came from.
Well, I had that spell saved.
Yeah.
And you hear a door creak open and close.
Okay, I'm like doing creep outside with still being invisible.
And everyone else arrives back on the top of the deck after placing the crates on the beach. And you're still invisible.
Where's Scar?
Okay. I'm get so who looks like they're the most who looks like they're the most fun, like the most stupid.
Let's just look at the intelligence.
I mean, I know who's the most
Yeah.
I'm guessing Balrog. I'm gonna try and whisper in his ear. I'll be like, "You're a douchebag and you smell and no one likes you." Ooh, I'm your brain. And see if he falls for it.
And I'll just like, no,
Shake.
my head.
Okay.
No,
You
I'll
guys
tell
head
them.
back down below deck?
No. I'll tell them after the messing around. I'll tell them. I was like, by the way, there's like a pirate captain, a rusty pirate captain down there.
It isn't a pirate. It's actually like an official sailor. Well, a captain
Oh,
from an official
All
trading.
right. I mean, I'm a fucking bear. I don't know what official captain looks like versus a pirate.
Basically, a lot more well dressed than a pirate.
Okay, I'll be like,
Okay.
sorry. I'll say, I thought it was a pirate, but then I checked myself and I was like, looking at his highly detailed fashion, he's clearly some high-level naval officer. Yeah, so I'm not attacking or casting a spell, so I think it lasts about 10 minutes. Oh, is it an
Okay.
hour? Oh, that's an hour. So I'm going to stay invisible and tell them.
So
I
you're
think we need
telling
to be
them
careful.
this while
Yeah.
you're invisible.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
What are we doing? Oi.
Well, should we go
I'll
check
tell them.
it
I
out?
think I think maybe there's more of them because I think he was like not talking to himself. So I'm guessing it's not just him. I mean, I don't know. Could just be him talking to himself, but maybe there's more skeletons. But you guys like undead, right? So we're cool with the whole undead thing.
Yeah.
So where's
said
the
he's-
door? Is it? Are
He
we
just
still
wants to protect the ship.
No,
are
we're
we still
back
on the
down.
deck? Are we
No,
back
we're
down?
back
If you
down.
want, you can go back down after having
We're back
cleared
down.
all the crates of alchemist fire.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, I'm going to look to Balrog and say, hey. Well, I'm going to look to both of Balrog and Moldova. I'm like, hey, get ready. I'm going to try and talk to him, and if it doesn't work, we'll get him into position for an ambush. Okay?
Mhm.
Well, if we bring him out here, I could cast a spell for those thorns. But because if we see them there, it won't hurt us. But if they don't see them, they take like 1d4 damage
Okay.
every roll or something. Is that
Okay.
possible?
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
invisible. I could maybe lure them out as long as you guys are ready
Well,
to do.
before, is this... I take it the door is about there? Or is it down
Oh
here?
wait, it takes
There's no door.
concentration. Never
It's-
mind,
it's
it
just a
takes
hallway.
concentration.
It's a
It
hallway.
says like
Yeah.
I can't
Door's a bit
maintain
further.
concentration. So okay.
Yeah, then you lose your hunter's mark.
Oh, okay. I gotta pick. Yeah, this-
Um,
Well, I don't know. I mean, like it says, a creature moves in the area of a 20-foot radius. They take 2d4 piercing damage every 5 feet they travel. That's what it is.
Oh, is it like a sprouting thorns thing that comes around?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah,
spike
And then
growth.
walk on it and it... Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Dustin.
But I don't
could
know if
go
they'll.
in.
I don't know if they'll come out. You know, like.
I mean,
I,
Dustin could go in together if you want.
Well, if we
No.
plan it, if we get ready, I would say if you go in, I could just knock on the door and get him out, or whoever else is out, and we can be at either side of the door.
Mhm.
And then if they're hostile, we've got a surprise attack on. But if they talk to you, then talk to them.
Alrighty. So I'm going to, unless anybody stops me, it's like I'm going to knock on the door and say, Captain,
Okay.
Captain, I come representing the king.
Okay.
Okay.
So you walk through the hallway then.
Mm-hmm.
Can you move your own token or do I have to do it?
Let me close.
I can
down
move
shit.
mine now.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
move.
I
Yeah.
can't
Okay,
go in.
as you move
get a little
through the
closer.
hallway, you notice that there's also a locked door on your right.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And there's another door on the end of the hallway, like over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one would be the captain's quarters?
You don't have any idea because, well, there aren't like signs or anything, but let's say you roll a history check. If we know anything about like folk naval ships?
Hysteria. 5.
Okay, you have absolutely no idea about human naval ships and their interior design.
Alright, so I do figure that, in all honesty, this one down here is probably the captain's ship.
Okay, so you start knocking.
It's like, Captain, Captain, we are representatives of the king. We have a message.
You start hearing movement and the door opens. Before you stands a skeleton, but his bones are not made of, well, bone, they're made of rusted metal. And he
Mhm.
looks over at you. Ah, great. So King Gendrick has decided to send reinforcements, hasn't he?
Okay.
Yes and no. I'm going to pull out the letter and show it to him. It's like, the conflict has ended, sir. Your duty is over. This vessel is of great historic magnitude. It's a big deal for the people. They're all like, hey, that captain and his crew, they were so brave.
I believe you misunderstood the letter. Please follow me. As he walks past you and he reaches into his coat.
Oh.
For a keychain.
Yep.
And he
Okay.
starts unlocking this door. Does anyone
Mhm.
else reveal himself as he's doing all this?
And I'm
Yeah.
watching him. I'm watching him invisibly, pretty close to
Okay.
Justin. So yeah.
He moves into the room. Do you follow, Vincent?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of sneaking down the hallway quietly.
Inside
Yes,
the room,
Mama didn't raise no bitch.
inside the room, you see a small lockbox, and he reaches for another key and he starts unlocking the lockbox. And within the lockbox, there's one simple item, a ring. And he picks it up and he offers it over to you. You must see that this ring is delivered to His Majesty the High King. It is of utmost importance. This is a cultural item he speaks of in the letter.
I will hold out my hand and bow gracefully. It's like, it is an honor to be the messenger to receive this great item. Please
Okay.
hand it over and I will go about the duty.
He hands it over without any issue.
Mm-hmm. And I step backwards reverently and I walk out and I'm like, the captain has graciously given us the item that the king requested. I think we need to be taking it back to him now. Oh, and we should probably tell the Jarl that this is where the rust is coming from.
Yeah.
And the captain looks up as you say that. You believe
Uh-oh.
that my ship is the origin of the rust?
Yeah.
Oh, how wrong you are. You haven't been to the Moonshaes long, have you?
Not really long enough.
No.
Captain, you're a man of unique wisdom. Please enlighten us. What is the cause of the rust?
Well, the rusting started years ago on the island of Snowdon. Further down southeast somewhere. It all ended after we fought the Amnian army who was occupying that land, stolen our lands. In her last dying breath, the leader of the Omnian forces breathed a curse upon the Moonshae Isles. Wherever nature is harmed or disrupted, the rusting appears, infecting all, even, and he shows his skeleton hand, even undead it would seem.
Wow.
As you've seen, as I've not revealed myself yet, so I want to step out and I'm gonna say, "Alchemist fire!" I just point to the rust there, to the door. Alchemist fire makes the rust.
Yeah.
No, it does damage to the natural environment, which then causes the rusting. Same as overfishing the ocean or hunting down entire species or cutting down a tree. It's a curse that the island bears now.
We will relay this information, and hopefully we can clean up some of the issues, maybe help heal the land.
That would be great. Your best bet would be to work with the druids. Oh, and I must warn you. Be careful for every rusted creature you see. My ship wasn't shipwrecked just by accident, you see.
Did it explode?
No, it didn't explode. We were a fine trading vessel. We would...
No, the creatures. The creatures.
Oh, no, not that I am aware of. But our ship was attacked by Norlander longboats. But not the usual longboats. These boats were made out of metal. And the Norlanders inhabiting it, they were not clad in iron. They were iron. They called out a name of their leader, someone called Forfallen. They destroyed our ship, raised me and my crew, and left us here as a trap for whoever His Majesty would send.
We probably don't want to go back to that guy, right? We want to go back to the king, because that other guy sounds dodgy. I think we need to
Say a
go
little
stay.
dodgy.
I think we
Yeah.
need to be he's friends with Afgar, and I get the head out again and said, "This guy here, it's his friend."
I've
Yeah.
never heard of that before. Never
Do you know
met that
Quark?
guy before.
Do you know Quarkney from the forest? I mean, I don't like you know many people around here. Little twig guy, like to smoke. A little bit anxious.
The undead just looks puzzled at you.
Is that,
We
okay.
we spoke to some trees before we came in here. They were very upset.
See.
They,
Well, I suppose trees have a right to be upset, I believe. He doesn't know how to respond to that.
well, we'll
To
what's-
say
we're
to
gonna-
that.
we're gonna go now, Captain. We're gonna spread word of your bravery and finish your
I
mission.
appreciate that. Let everyone know the bravery of Captain Swainsley.
Swainsley, Captain Swainsley.
Yes.
All right, Captain Swainsley. You have a good day now. And I'm going to motion for my people to come on, let's go.
And he
It's,
moves back down to his captain's quarters, and I'm taking you guys back upstairs, I suppose.
Yeah. So I can't remember what the guy. Who's the knight of the weird guy in the log cabin thing?
He's the
'Cause
Jarl.
The Jarl.
The
Jarl of
The
that town.
Jarl.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
So-
The
so
Jarl,
he's the-
hold on. Jarl
Ulfsven.
Ulfsven.
So Jarl is probably the bad guy. There's no way that we want to go back and see him in any capacity in case he kills us, because we know what's going on. That's what the bear thinks.
Benson's gonna write
That's
all
why-
this down. He can.
Yeah.
that's why he's so mad at the druids, is because they want to chop down the trees and fish
the
and
druids
all
don't
that
want them
stuff,
to.
and they don't, and then their lands have been cursed to turn
Uh-huh.
everything to iron.
And what do we think the ring does then? Do you think that like gonna help? It must be important, I guess.
Doesn't the
Well-
ring signify that the war's over or something like that, was it?
You may all roll a history check as you look at the ring.
Oh god. Ring. Oh, yeah, that was it. It was nearly 19. Very nearly.
A 2 or a 3. That's funny. I don't know the
Clearly,
history.
the only way to end the war was through a royal engagement, and they needed the ring because you can't be giving your lady nothing like cheesy. You gotta give her the real deal.
None of you have any idea why the ring would be
No.
important and why such a vessel would be transporting, well, apart from other stuff like alchemist fire and
Yeah.
why they would be transporting such a little ring in an entirely separate room. You have no idea at all why.
It's got to be important though, so.
Okay.
Where should we go though? Because I guess we're kind of trapped on this fucking island. Unless we can
Yeah.
find some. Yeah, because even the plant said they've not seen the druids for a long time, or recently. I think they said recently.
It's been a
maybe.
while, yeah.
So
Okay. You guys make your decision. What do you want to do?
Maybe we just head back down to the port and get on the boat.
But yeah, like where would do we just bring this ring back to the king and tell, like, does the king know
Actually,
everything's turning?
You know what we could do? Let's grab some of that alchemist fire. This is a tiny ring that we can keep in our purse or our person. But if we come in carrying a giant box, we're like, this is what they had, a whole bunch of alchemist fire.
That's true. Kind of be a distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the letter didn't say anything about like. They just wanted to know what happened to the ship, right? Like it didn't say anything about everything turning to rust.
Right.
They just wanted the valuable thing back.
Oh, of course.
I was trying to look for the letter, but I don't know where
Yeah,
it
it's,
went.
it's disappeared out of my journal.
I'll show the letter.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so
So we've uncovered the fate of the ship.
the cargo is deep cultural significance to my house and the unity of the Isles. So that sounds like the ring, the unity of the
Yeah.
Isles. And
Uh,
figure out what happened to the ship. And Jarl owes me fealty.
I think
So he may not know what's happening here.
Dustin said was right, and the town are chopping trees down, overfishing the waters, blah blah blah. This alchemist fire is causing the rust thing to happen. They're blaming druids. I think this skeleton guy blamed the druids as well, didn't he?
He said
No,
that
you're
the
right.
druids
Guy.
would be how we fix the problem, like they would
Yeah.
heal the land.
Right.
Yeah.
But we've got the valuable cargo for the king.
I don't know. I mean,
I
should we
don't
just
think we-
tell the king, like, here's the ring. We need to find druids to fix the land because this is what's going on over there?
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Because he's
so.
the ruler of all the Isles, right? Like,
He's the
Okay,
ruler of
so
all
it's
the
about-
isles, yeah. You don't
So
need to
you-
roll a
Alright.
history check for that. He rules all the isles.
If you tell him what's going on and say that it needs to be sorted out, then he can.
We shouldn't
Yeah.
tell. We definitely shouldn't tell y'all what we discovered. Maybe we should make
Gosh,
up a lie
no.
or something like that. We couldn't find it, or
well, I
Yeah.
agree with
We tell
the
what-
fire. Yeah.
Yeah, we found a whole bunch of alchemist fire on the ship.
And we're going to
I
take
mean-
it back to the king and show him.
Yeah.
What about
No.
if he set up the alchemist fire? So if he knows we found it, he might kill us.
That captain did say it was a trap. Did something about a trap, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
I
But
don't
I
think
thought
we
that he said that they were the trap. Like,
Mm.
I think we should avoid Jarl at all costs. Maybe we can like sneak into the town and just get a shitty ship with some.
Okay.
And
You
sneak
know.
out.
Well, yeah. I mean, hopefully, well, yeah, something like that.
yeah, I'm okay just sneaking around.
I mean,
Yeah.
we might hear stuff when we're in town because now that we know shit's going on, we can keep our ear to the ground and maybe we'll hear like rumors while we're in town, like trying to escape.
Okay. So you guys head back to town. I'm not gonna have you roll for that. And you want to avoid the Jarl altogether and go straight back to the harbor, right? Okay. So you guys head back to Rogersheim, where the town is still rather quiet and not at all busy. And you choose to avoid the Jarl and go straight to the harbor directly. There aren't many boats, but there's still one transport ship which is being unloaded by folk, which are the other nation of humans, group of humans on the Moonshae Isles, and they're set for the island of Alaran, which is the capital of the Moonshae Isles. I suppose you guys will want to board this ship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you bring along the alchemist fire crates?
We took. Did we? I can't remember. We said we'd taken a crate or we
I think so. Yeah, like just one.
some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One of
a crate.
We got a whole
Yeah,
crate. Because it's like
whole
jars
crate.
of it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there's
It's
jars.
like bottles, yeah, or jars.
Yeah, bottles.
Okay.
Okay, so did you take a bottle or a full crate?
I was thinking a full crater. I mean, if it's too
Yeah,
heavy.
full crate.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
Okay.
full crate.
You
We got
arrive at the
Balrog
ship
here.
destined
Strong.
for Alaran, and one of the sailors looks over at the crate. Mind if I have a look at that?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Oh, before he does. No,
I'll put my hand on it and say no.
No, it's fine. I've got minor illusion. So if he does, I'm gonna make it look like
Oh.
something that you wouldn't be bothered about, like
Crate full of
Hey.
teddy bears.
Make it like
Yeah, like-
sausages or
like
teddy bears,
not,
yeah.
like wet teddy bears. Not like you want to take one, like like
And have a look at it. Soiled
Yeah.
teddy bears
yeah. I feel
from an
And
orphanage or something.
if he kick-
Clear.
if
We're
he
that.
taking
takes
them
off-
for repair.
I feel like if you kick off, I'm gonna say it's my family. So I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'll use my minor illusion if he does try it.
Okay.
You may roll a deception for that with advantage.
Okay.
That's funny.
Okay. Deception with advantage. I think I might be good at deception. Yeah.
Or
I'm
wait,
okay.
I need to roll intelligence check, investigation.
Yeah, I've put you the information up.
Okay.
Yeah, it does tell you what you can do. Oh, that looks good for me.
Okay.
I think. Right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's good.
I like that.
Absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
And-
Like, see, just teddy bear bits.
The guard,
They're
well, the
bits.
sailor looks over at the crate and he looks over at Grizzly. Are these your brothers or something?
He's like,
Or
maybe.
sisters.
I mean, it depends. Like, I mean, as you can see, like they're not very mobile at the moment, so we're trying to get them back up like me. So, I'd rather if you didn't like touch them, because
Hmm.
yeah.
Oh, I don't
but-
intend to touch those things. And he
Oh, yeah.
shuts the crate again. You're cleared for entry.
Sweet.
Nice. Very
As
nice.
you
And we're
Enter
not
the
telling
ship.
him. We're not telling him who we are as well. It's like cloaks and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking teddy bear as it is, so. No.
Don't. Be suspicious.
Yeah.
As you s-
I'm a
As you enter this
person.
ship, set for Alaran, you say goodbye to the port of Rogersheim, goodbye to the island of Norland, as you head over towards your next adventure. This
Oh,
was
can I
going
do-
to be a one-shot.
Can I
but-
do one? Can I do one thing before we leave the
Yeah,
port?
sure.
The port, because I have a spell called Rumor, and I can kind of like get people to gossip about something that I want. So I want them to gossip
Okay.
about like what basically what we heard. I'll post it in the thing so you can see. So it's just more it's a
Okay.
bit of fun, but it might help us out. So yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
You
some
magically
people will
spread
hit.
your rumor.
Yeah, so people are gonna
It's only
hear
10 words, so
only
make your
10 words.
sentence. Make your sentence.
So what should we do? Are we like gonna say that y'all might be corrupt, or do you want me to say something about what caused the rust, or something about the druids coming back?
Like
Just
what
for
caused
fun.
the rust? It's like the dangers is what
Uh-huh.
caused the rust.
Okay,
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
okay. How can I do that? So what? You guys help me. So someone's gonna go off and say, I think the what? Chemical magic in the water causing the rust. That's 9 words, I think.
Okay.
I want that rumor to go around. a
So
little bit.
you're
a few
spreading
people-
rumors about chemicals in the water like Alex Jones. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how
the
much it'll help.
freaking frog's gay!
I think it's more like yeah.
Oh my
I don't
God.
know what. I mean, it's only gonna. We're leaving, so I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
We're leaving the place, but it's done. There you go.
No, but it's
Okay.
good to put that thought in our head. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe it'll help us later. So yeah.
Mhm.
And they don't know it's from me. I don't think. I think it's innocuous.
So,
Yeah,
you
yeah, they don't
depart
know, they
from Rogersheim, having spread a rumor. Now, this was supposed to be a one-shot, but seeing as how invested you guys were, I think we'll probably do a session 2 at some point. Now, you won't uncover the whole story, because that's for the players that are interested in this campaign, the rusting of the Moonshaes, on my Start Playing page. But you will be uncovering a lot and experiencing a lot in the next session, whenever we're planning that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, Dave. Thank you,
worries.
Sarah. Thank you, Dustin. And thank you, Martin. And thank you, Oliver, for hosting this session. We'll see the viewers next time. Bye.
Bye bye.
Forget about it.